So we're going straight into YouTube now. See, now I got good stream health. Is my microphone working? Shit. Hello? Oh, it is working. Okay. Boom. 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 Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn my light on. Damn. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Good evening, I guess. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, well, we'll get into it, man. Hey, whatever. So I think, like, I got a couple priorities right now. The first one would be, like, I do need to have more mods in my chat. So we're going to have to get that sorted out. But the reason I say that we're going to need more mods in my chat is that last night kind of devolved into a shit show. Yeah, Curry, thank you very much. You know what? It's not just about me. If you're here supporting this stream, if you're retweeting this whole thing, as you can see on my side there, hashtag YouTube Wake Up. The news is starting to report this, but we really need to like kick it off. Hopefully some prominent YouTubers are going to be talking some more about this. Unfortunately, I thought I was speaking to a YouTuber who was a level-headed person last night, but it turned out the guy was a troll that I literally... Yeah, Curry, yes, they are trading child porn links. I reported multiple links. In YouTube's favor, they did remove the links, but as you saw in my video, if you watched it all the way through, they were still, the accounts associated with that were still on the website, which I understand that they can just, YouTube can IP ban them and then they can just come back and they can just keep posting links, but it's in principle that account should be ban hammered, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, well, you know, we won't talk about that. Yeah, Nick, it was wild. And again, I'm going to let the stream populate a bit. I'm sure like now as the video is sort of like getting buried under whatever's trending at the moment that the streams are going to get smaller. But, you know, last night we will discuss it. It was an absolute shit show. I don't know what the deal is with that guy. I thought him and I had a very civil discussion. I disagreed with his point of view because essentially when I was thinking about it as I went to bed last night, his point of view was essentially, you know, but my monetization, you know, like, well, but it's a good issue, but like, but what about my monetization? Well, you know, and then he, you know, basically what happens is I feel when someone can't win the argument, and I'm not looking to win the argument, but I made my points, is that they start attacking the person. So he started saying things like, we are virtue signaling. I've got fans of his talking about like, dude, we know who you are. Like, we know who you are. You know? Like, we found you, Matt. We seen you on this platform. You used to talk about porn addiction, and we've seen your videos. You've seen the videos you made, those comedy videos where you're walking around town with a sex doll. It's like, we have you. So that's that guy's fan base. It's like, yeah, my dude, I came on here and talked about that. Why are you attacking me? This is a bigger issue, really? Like, dude, it was the weirdest thing. Yeah, exactly, no Toonie. Like, I'm just looking for them to better enforce their guidelines. That's it. I'm going to move some stuff around. I realize that my microphone does show up. But who cares? Like, this isn't about like composing a good shot. We're just here to chat. Yeah, I am talking about Keemstar. No, Tony. I think I did okay. I did fine. What I'm shocked about is how that guy did a complete 180. Tony, I don't know if you were here after I had the chat with him, but he did a complete 180 and actually started like trolling. I guess that's what he does. But even if he trolls, dude. I've trolled. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've made comedy videos where I went around town trolling and recording people's responses to me trolling them. And, like, this is a bigger issue than trolling. You know, it's like, Keemstar, my guy, you're 40 years old, and you're trolling when we're talking about an issue like this, and you have a daughter yourself, after you were on my stream talking about how you're made for life, after I mention a YouTuber and you start going on, you're like, dude, do you want to tell me about, do you want to know something about that guy? Did you guys see that part? Did you guys see that part where I started talking about that YouTuber? Yeah, that is my Twitter YouTube hunter. But did you guys see that part where I mentioned that Repsion and he started going on about, he was like, dude, do you know what I know about that guy? That was embarrassing. He dunked on himself hard last night. I guess maybe it doesn't matter. I thought he was a prominent YouTuber. How can you be that ridiculous? He dunked on himself so hard. Because the thing is, that was a live stream. All his comments and shit, they're still there. Like, you can literally see the stuff he was saying. Yeah, Aaron, memes are awesome. If whatever memes come from that guy, like, wow, you got to find some better memes, my dude. You know? You got to look up some better memes. So, well, exactly, Leviticus. Like, again, I've done trolling myself, but this is a circumstance that's beyond trolling. For him to do that, and I said it, and people were like, dude, you're giving in to him, or you're giving him what he wants. Because I said at the end of my stream, I said, dude, if this is really the same person I just talked to about 30 minutes ago, and you've now done a 180 and you're saying what you're saying, you need to seek mental help. And I genuinely mean that, because that guy has some kind of problem. That's messed up. But his argument, I want to point out again, his argument essentially was, of course I agree with you, but my monetization. And then remember, he said that us, are virtue signaling. No, bro, look up the definition of virtue signaling. I'm a borderline illiterate, Keemstar. Look up the definition. I don't read, okay? You probably don't, but I'm not a smart guy. So if I understand what virtue signaling is better than you do, I'm concerned for you, my dude. I'm concerned for you. Virtue signaling is when you pretend to essentially agree with or align with a moral value that is prominent in this social discourse. Like, for example, climate change, when you really don't care about that thing at all. So you're really only doing it to fit in with the crowd. Well, when you come on my stream, Keemstar, and you tell me about, oh yeah, no, I care about this issue. Yeah, we got to do something. But I already told YouTube, and like you're telling the brands, and that's gonna ruin people's lives. No, you are virtue signaling, my friend. I think you don't care. You showed that when you started trolling me in my comments, acting like a 9-year-old. Dude, you are 40 years old. You dunked on yourself hard. Dunked. So that's all I have to say about that. That guy, I'm embarrassed. Well, Bunny, no, what that guy did, we all know about the Logicotion. If you go to my stream, you will see, so I think someone's timestamped when he calls in. I think it's like 2 hours and 44. But basically what happened is we had a sort of civil discussion, I felt. His viewpoint was basically like, oh no, I agree with you, of course, but my monetization, like, but this is gonna ruin YouTube. And my argument was, it's a necessary evil. I don't want to ruin YouTube. I love YouTube. I love content creators. I hate how content creators are getting screwed over by Google. Do you know what I mean? But you also got to think about the brands here. I've been having conversations with people who are reaching out to me that work in the advertising world. Like, you have to realize that there are brands that pay damn good money for Google to advertise through them, or for them to advertise through Google. And they don't want their advertising and their brand associated with a goddamn softcore pedophile ring that you can find within 2 clicks on YouTube. So, again, that Keemstar guy, wow. I am error. Because my video has sexual in the title, yes, like it will not show up in Google searches. Logicotion, it's very obvious. I mean, that guy was just weird. I didn't think about it at the time because it always takes me a little while to process it, but that whole conversation with that guy was just embarrassing. Serbian Commando. Can you give me some more details, please? Or you can contact me. I can give you my email address, Serbian, if you're interested. LMAO, do you want to be LMAO? Do you want to be a sorting? How you doing? Watching from Tonga. Wow. Sorting. I'm gonna make. That's cool, man. I haven't seen you for a long time. I haven't talked to you, but I'm glad you're watching. I'm gonna make you a mod because I need more mods, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Miss B. And that was the point that I was making. So, just to recap, you can see my screen over here. The video that I made is starting to, it is being picked up by some news platforms, but I'm kind of hoping that Tube Filter. Okay, wow, we've got an article from Tube Filter. That's good. But, today I'm going to be contacting my local news. I would still like to see big platforms like Washington Post or BuzzFeed mention this. I can confirm to you guys that Google has made brands aware, or the agencies that they go through. They have made them aware of what's happening. And then it's up to the individual brand how they respond to the whole situation. So that is some perspective that I can give you. But man, what a joke last night was, hey? Like, that was just insane. Forbes did an article. Yeah, no, Forbes did an article yesterday, Toonie. We saw that. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Yeah, apparently this is being picked up internationally. And so any of you that speak fluently another language and you want to translate my video, I did turn on the feature to do community translations. I'm hoping that's working. I guess there's a way to verify when someone translates your video to make sure that they've translated it properly. If we get my video translated, or even if someone wants to make a video of their own describing this issue, I think that would be pretty important to get this being talked about in other languages. Reese, I guess he is, yeah. But yeah, and also, like, you have to remember, one of the sociopath's responses to not being able to win an argument is to attack the person, which is what himself and his fans are trying to do. I literally have if you go to my stream from last night, you go to the top comment and you go to the replies, there's literally a troll who's like, "We have you, Matt. Like, we know that you used to, we know that you talked about porn addiction. We know that you made comedy videos where you're walking around the street with a sex doll. We got you." It's like, dude, for real? Keemstar, this is your fan base? Keemstar, that's how you act? You're a 40-year-old? Is he 40? People keep telling me he's 40. You're 40 years old, you have a daughter, and you act like that? You have the conversation that you had with me verbally over the phone, and then you devolve into that in the comments. You troll when we're talking about this topic, and then you say that I'm virtue signaling? No, my friend. Look up the definition of virtue signaling, Keemstar. You are virtue signaling. Because what your conversation and what your argument was is that, oh, I care about this. No, this is important, but like, I already told YouTube, and my monetization, well, I'm going to lose my monetization. You don't give a shit, in my opinion. I can't say that. But some people, how badly you goofed yourself last night, some people might start to form the opinion that you don't care at all, Keemstar. So you dunked on yourself hard, son. You're shook. You're scared. You're going to lose your money. Yeah, Leviticus. I've watched porn, yes. Did I talk about porn addiction? Yes. Who cares? That's besides the point here. I'll be more than willing to go into the details about my personal life. I went into the details about my personal life. The people that are subscribed to my channel will know that I was very honest and open about my personal life. That was the reason I started a YouTube channel. I got nothing to hide from anybody. I got nothing to hide. I don't think Keemstar cares at all. Who just said that? Jorgen. You know what Keemstar cares about? He cares about the fact that he's going to lose his money. That's what he cares about. He's the one who is virtue signaling. Keemstar, it's called projection. You project your own worst qualities onto other people. Of course, when you have the mentality of a 9-year-old, you won't be able to figure that out. I genuinely suggest, Keemstar, man to man, that you go get yourself mental help, because you have a daughter. And the way that your personality is set up now, with whatever you've got going on, where you are trapped emotionally as a 9-year-old, and that's how you respond to the conversation that we had, which is all available online. That's not disappearing. I'll download that video. You goofed on yourself. You need help. Get it. You have a daughter. There's a bigger picture here. That's all I have to say about the issue. If it's a roast, you could call it a roast. The guy, you need help. I don't know why you're stuck at the emotional evolution of a young person. Usually that's some kind of trauma. So whatever trauma that you have in your life that you're covering with this trolling, like, sociopathic personality, if some people are calling it that in my chat, I'm not calling it that, because I don't really know. I don't know who or what I talked to last night, because I don't hang around on this YouTube platform, because apparently it's weird. The internet and social media can be used for such great things, like what we have accomplished in the past 48 hours. All of us and all of you, and I want to thank every single one of you for helping me with this. I only made a video. You guys are the one that brought this to the surface. And now something's going to be done about it. Thank every single one of you. But unfortunately, along with the great good that can be attributed to social media, you can also get the great darkness that is the 4chans and the trolling communities of the internet, which is apparently what I experienced last night. And I'm so naive that I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But that's fine. I got nothing to hide. And then you see here, you've got a guy saying, "Why is he so triggered?" So again, this is the internet, folks. These are the people on the internet. We're talking about kids being exploited on the internet, and we got some guy who is so sociopathic, he says, "Why is he being triggered?" Even Alex Jones. I haven't actually watched Alex Jones. Does anybody... even Alex Jones thought this shit was disgusting. So my dude, whatever your name was, John Doe, you are below Alex Jones on the fucking rung of personality. So just let that settle in for yourself. Joseph Awesome. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about that because it was like our last stream. I think my big goal now today is 4chan was with me yesterday. So damn, man, and that goes to show, yeah, if 4chan's with you, if you're going against 4chan, like literally, if your opinion, well, you know what, 99% of the time, your opinion is going to be the polar opposite to what someone on 4chan believes. But if 4chan is on my side and you're not on my side, uh-oh. I don't know if that's a good thing, but yeah, wow. So, yeah. So, Jelly, what's happening is, like, some news, but, you know, more like written news online is reporting about, I mean, we have The Verge. Oh, wow, okay, The Verge has an article. I did get one by CTV News here in Canada. So, you know, the news knows about this, and Philip DeFranco is going to talk about this. I was actually reading through Philip DeFranco's tweet about this, and apparently he saw my video and was pretty disturbed by it. So we'll see what he says. I actually don't know how. I did have some pretty good discussions with a couple of YouTubers last night. For any of you that were here, look, man. Like, again, I'm not here trying to destroy your income. But, like, unfortunately, a lot of these YouTubers are being clouded by the fact that YouTube is their source of income. It's clouding their judgment. And it's sort of like a viral mimetic disease of being a social media personality. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you get on YouTube and you see what happens when someone becomes a full-time YouTuber, they develop what I call YouTuber-itis. And that's where they develop this personality. And it's this weird sort of cringy, like, hi guys, I'm on YouTube. Are you ready for the video today? It's cool. We're going to talk about something crazy. And like every 3 seconds is a jump cut. I would know, like I literally I was jump cutting every 2 seconds of my videos. And it's because you're like trying to fit into this mold. Like I can find examples. I remember like one of the videos I watched about YouTube demonetization was the girl, and she's got YouTuberitis. And it's where YouTube and being a YouTuber starts to cloud your judgment with how you create content. How do I spell this word? Monetization. Fuck, it's such a... I'm so... Dude, why can't I spell? Holy cow. Let me see if I can find this girl. Because I want to talk about this point of like... YouTube money and being a YouTuber clouds your judgment. So these YouTubers that I was talking to, I appreciate the conversations that I had with them, save for he who shall no longer be named. But essentially what I'm going to say to those people is that your judgment here is being clouded by the fact, here's the girl. So can you guys let me know if you hear, this is what I would call YouTuber-itis, okay? This personality type right here.
All right, I got my iced coffee, I got my chocolate croissant, and I'm ready to start this video. Hey chickies, if you guys watched my Amazon...
Do you know what I mean? It's like, hey guys, I'm here, I'm ready to go, I got my phone, and it's like, it's a virus that like infects people when YouTube becomes their full-time income, because they've got to try and get people, they got to try and keep your attention. And they're doing everything under the sun. And it's because they need your attention so badly because they need to make money off of YouTube. And so that same YouTuber-itis, if I'm going to call it that, is what's clouding their judgment as they hear about what I'm trying to do here, because morally they can't disagree. It's reprehensible what's happening to these kids, but a part of them is shaking. They're shook. And they're shook because they know that there's a very real risk of an adpocalypse 2.0 here. I don't want to cause an adpocalypse 2.0. I don't want that to happen. I like content creators. I even like this girl, even though, she's, my girl, you gotta relax with the personality. Bring it down about 150 notches. I don't want to see bad things happen to you. If this is your income and this is your work, that's awesome. I envy that. In some ways, maybe not so much after some of my experiences with people on YouTube. But if what I'm doing means that there's another adpocalypse and that YouTube is continually being so tight-lipped about how they demonetize and why they demonetize, that it affects you guys, even though you guys are good content creators, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's happening to you. But you know what? The kids matter more. Maybe that should be the name of this stream. The kids matter more. I'm going to actually name it that right now. Well, actually, I wanted to name it, I guess that could be monetization. Why can't I spell this word monetization? It is such a weird word. Kids matter more. You know what? Let's call it that. Kids matter more. Monetize. I can spell monetize. Monetization? That's not the word. Why can I not spell this goddamn word monetization? And I spell it so badly that my computer doesn't even know monetization. My computer doesn't, oh my God, because it's a Z. God, I'm so stupid, man. Hashtag put my monetization, and then I want the crying emoji. Because that's basically the argument that a lot of YouTubers are giving. It's like, yeah, we need to do something about this, but like, please don't talk about this because the brands are going to leave YouTube. Yeah, so I guess that'll auto-update. No, that's not the... Fuck, what the hell? No, I want the crying. Where's the crying? There it is. That's the one I want. There we go. Okay, up next. Yeah, hey, we've been talking. I was talking to you. Okay, up next. I'm not sure who exactly you are, okay? Up next, last night you told me that you were an ad agency. Well, I've been contacted by 3 people that work in advertising and work directly with Google, getting brands and their advertising on platforms like YouTube, and they agree with me. They don't agree with what you just said. Like, yes, you are correct. Disable the comments on the videos. No, you know what? No, they don't want their adverts on these videos. Up next, you're a YouTuber. You are being clouded by your fears of being demonetized. You're clouded by that. This is bigger than you being demonetized. If you are an ad agency, you'll do fine for yourself. You can go and find another, however you work, or whoever works under you. If the brands, what about the brands, okay? If I was a small business, if I was a startup, hell, if I was even promoting my own videos on YouTube, and I was paying Google a lot of money, which is what Google charges, to have my adverts appear on videos. If I found out that my videos were appearing in that wormhole, I'd be pissed. So that's all I have to say about that. TJE, they're afraid of being demonetized because brands are going to, yeah. So Joanna, what's going on here is that we're just following up. I'm just trying to do live streams to talk about the video that I made called YouTube is facilitating the sexual exploitation of minors, and they're monetizing it. And it's a video where I discovered essentially a sort of softcore dark web on YouTube that you can access within 2 clicks. And within this dark web, pedophiles are trading links to social media. They're trading links to actual child porn. And, it's being monetized. And I made a video about it, and because the few people that were subscribed to my channel who still supported me after being gone for like a year decided to help me upvote a Reddit post, we put a fire underneath this thing, and we're trying to get something done about it. We're trying to get news to talk about this because we have 2 intentions. The first one is for YouTube and Google to do more to get rid of this wormhole. They absolutely have the capability to do so. And we want the news to report this so that families and kids and parents are more aware of what their kids are doing when they're walking away with mom and dad's cell phone to go on and film videos on Periscope and shit. That's what we're doing here. Yeah. Gabrielle, if you see any advertising, if you go into that wormhole, screen cap it, take screenshots, because that shouldn't be happening. Yeah. Up next, again, brand advertisers disagree with you. So I've talked to 3 of them. I've talked to 3 of them. They disagree with they disagree with you. They do not want their adverts on these videos. What you're basically saying, let me just read you. There's another method. No, we can just do this quietly. Please, can we fix this quietly? Oh God, my YouTube channel is going to suffer. That is your, so in other words, hashtag but my monetization. So. Burt Media Design, apparently Philip DeFranco is going to talk about this. He was disgusted by the video, but I don't know. If he's a YouTuber, again, there seems to be this virus that's infecting YouTubers' minds where actually they care more about their wallet than they do about this issue, and they want me to shut up, and they want me to be quiet. I'm not a YouTuber. Probably when this is all over, I'm out, because I love all of you who have helped me pull this thing together. Like each and every one of you, the people on here supporting this stream right now, getting people talking about this hashtag YouTube Wake Up. Thank every single one. I from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But man, is YouTube a messy place. Oh man, when you have people that are prioritizing their wallet over the fact that kids are being exploited easily It's not a matter of the fact that this is obviously happening and will continue to happen no matter what. That's obvious. But something has to be done. And it's a matter of, if I was a brand, even if I was a smaller one, I wouldn't want my advertising appearing on these kinds of videos. What you're saying up next is that, no, we can solve this by keeping it quiet. Like YouTube can solve this quietly. I tried that for a week up next. I reported this stuff for a week to YouTube manually over and over and over again. I reported channels that were timestamping. I reported the child pornography links, which they did remove. The only action that they took was removing the child pornography links. That was it. They're not removing the guy's social media where they're trading WhatsApps. They're not removing the videos. They're not removing the channels. But now, because I started a fire, now YouTube's taking some action. So, Parker, but that's essentially the message. That's essentially the message that I'm receiving from people, right? It's like, but there's a different way to do this. That's what it is. But there's a different way to do this. How? I tried contacting Google. You have to leave them messages. Everything's automated. Everything's automated. You phone them up, everything's automated. They didn't get back to me. So I had to go about it a different way. I literally don't know how to say your name, X Chittle Sandoval, but I agree with you. I'm not trying to start off hot, but like I was sitting here last night, I'm like, I keep saying it. I don't want to affect regular, good, everyday YouTubers. It's clear that maybe some of these guys didn't watch my video. At the end, I literally spent 5 hours working on a section where I point out YouTube's hypocrisy for demonetizing them for every little thing under the sun, swearing too many times, doing whatever. And yet they're letting this wormhole exist and be monetized when they literally have the algorithms to detect when these videos are ending up in a situation where they're being brigaded by pedophiles. And not one person actually went and started looking into this wormhole. Because believe me, it's only about 1,000 to 2,000 videos, if I'm being liberal. If they got rid of those videos, this wormhole would have a serious dent done to it. At the very least, it would not be as easy to find. Sandra Mayer, Skyping while I'm on my stream is a little bit, because some people are saying my stream health is not that great. So I think that would just further divide my bandwidth. So I'm not too sure about that. I don't have TELUS. TELUS has ridiculous upload rates. I have Shaw. Shaw upload rates suck. So, I mean, I would be interested. But so Mikal, what's going on is that we're just streaming. We're just trying to we're just trying to keep this, keep people aware of this. I do want to talk to some YouTubers. And I want to see what they have to say. But unfortunately, essentially what their message is coming to me is like, oh yeah, no, I have to agree with you that this is wrong, because a part of me, yes, it's wrong, but you're scaring me because like this is going to hurt my monetization. I don't want to hurt your monetization, but there's a bigger problem here. And if it hurts your monetization, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's Google's fault. Okay? So why get Google to get their heads out of their ass. Start streaming on Twitch. You know what I mean? If you're so worried about this, go to Twitch and start streaming. People were giving me money left, right, and center before I figured out how to turn Super Chat off. Go to Patreon, go to live streaming. If you have to adapt because there's a second adpocalypse, I'm sorry, but YouTube has to do something about this. So that's all I have to say. Webcam glitched. Okay. Is it good now? Corey, yes, accounts can be created at age 13, but they need a parent's permission. YouTube needs to have a more stringent policy with enforcing that guideline. No, up next. Hey, look. Let me try and calm down a bit. Okay, I don't think you're trying to attack me. But what I am seeing from YouTubers that I have talked to is that essentially what's happening is there's two different lines of thought here. There's the people who don't have they're not getting their money from Google, who are disgusted by this and want something to be done. They might be people like myself who pay for YouTube Premium every month, and I'm disgusted that my money is going towards supporting this kind of a sort of dark web loophole. And then I have people like yourself who are YouTubers, and I do respect you, who seem to be very afraid of losing your monetization. I don't want you to lose your monetization. I don't. Okay? But if that's a necessary evil, and I have to be the guy who points that out, so be it. I don't have monetization to lose here. I'm sorry that you do. I don't want, again, how many times can I repeat that? So I am a bit antagonized right now because it is frankly pissing me off that it seems like the main argument is, but my monetization, right? And then, apparently we're seeing some people here who are defending these creeps doing this kind of stuff, which is just blowing my mind. But I suppose it's not unheard of. Up next, if you want to try and contact me via some kind of Skype was useless yesterday, but I mean, I guess I could try doing it. We could have a conversation live, or you could DM me, and I could get a phone call set up with you, and then I could have it on my cell phone so that I'm not ruining my stream in the process. Hey, Death, if you want to tweet at Pyrocynical because he talked about this, yeah. Yeah, and up next, that's the problem. So don't you see... Hold on, my chat's moving. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough, up next. And again, up next, I just want to say, that was a point... Up next, I don't know if you've seen my video. Please watch the video from start to finish. I know it's long. I know you're probably a very busy person. I respect your schedule. But I make the point multiple times in the video that YouTube is being such hypocrites when people are working so hard to be a YouTuber. Like, it's so hard to work on YouTube, and the demonetization is just ruining their livelihoods. I mean, you might as well go work a minimum wage job. You'd have less stress. You'd probably make maybe similar amount of money, maybe more. I have no idea. But YouTube is being so unfair to its content creators, and then they're allowing this crap to go on in the background. Hypocrisy much. And are they just going to be like, are they just going to make one tweet about this and that's it? Or are they going to actually address it? Are they going to make a video? Are we going to have Susan, what is her name? Who is the CEO of YouTube and what's her name? Susan what? Do you know what she should do? She should come up. She should make a video. She should do like the Japanese CEOs. Bow her head in shame, take a pay cut, and then bounce. Go work for a fucking manufacturer. Like, go be the PR person for a manufacturing company. You're not doing it right. Susan, I don't even know how to say her last name. How do you even say that name? Wajikiki? Yeah, Wad Wishiwo. Sorry, it's just a face. They don't do much in a company. I know, but they need to do better up next. I think you and I agree there. They need to do better. They need to stop shitting on you. I don't want them shitting on you. And I'm not shitting on you. I'm shitting on Google. And that's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Wojcicki. Susan Wojcicki. LFP Gaming. My channel was demonetized a month ago falsely. I only got a decision overturned a few days ago and lost a month's worth of money. YouTube's just like, sorry, our bad. So LFP, exactly. Let me take a look at you, LFP. Let me see where you are. Just, I want you to know that I see you. I feel you. And, LFP, you have put work into developing yourself as a channel. You're obviously doing something right. You've got a good number of subscribers. And YouTube is so unfair to people like you. You know, YouTube exists because of people like you. And yet they won't tell you. They don't tell you anything. They're so quiet. They say nothing. They just demonetize you. They won't say, we can't help you. We can't do anything. And yet they're allowing a wormhole to be monetized where little kids are being exploited, and it's being facilitated, pedophiles' ability to trade social media contacts and trade actual child porn in the links. And that's how they treat you, LFP. You should be angry. And I hope you're angry. And I'm sure you are angry. This is bullshit. Again, student Susan Wojcinski, bow your head in shame. Take a pay cut and then find another job. You might only be the face of YouTube, but you are the face of YouTube. And you are not liked, Susan. When I go to Susan's Twitter, let me pull this up. Susan Wojcinski. You are not liked, Susan. And that's a terrible picture. Oh my God, Susan, you gotta get a better photographer. That is a terrible picture. You do not look like a friendly person in that picture. That is an awful picture. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The top voted, like, people do not like her. Look at this. I want to be monetized. These are good, hardworking people. YouTube's demonetizing them, and basically the message is, we don't care about you. We don't care about you. Yet, even though we have the algorithms and the technology to detect a pedophile ring that is available easily on our platform via 1 or 2 clicks, we're not going to demonetize them. I got a great comment to pull up, actually, that pretty much sums it up. It was hilarious. LFP, what are you saying, my dude? Did I see something from LFP? Shark Blocks. How you doing? My channel was demonetized for 3 weeks as well. YouTube told me 5 times it was a correct decision, that they finally lifted it without telling me. YouTube support is horrible. Yes! And I hope you're angry, you know? I got another person up on here. Who's this? LFP. Okay, I see you. Yeah, thank you. And you got a community strike. Like, YouTube, this is YouTube's, let me pull up, because this dude left, I actually laughed at it because it is so hilarious. They left a comment on my video, and it is so true. This is YouTube. That could literally be the poster for this movement. No. Look, Hans, I'm just saying that was a bad picture. I'm not saying that she looks bad. She actually looks like quite an attractive woman, frankly. I actually think, but I'm just saying it's a terrible picture. That's all I said. I wasn't attacking her for her looks. It's just a very bad picture. So remember, when we're on a platform that's all about image, you don't want to have bad pictures. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I could have a bad picture, right? I could show a bad picture. I'm just saying it was a bad picture, but I feel your message, right? Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? Then I take that back. I apologize. I'm just angry. I'm sorry that I did that. I didn't mean to attack her looks. I'm sorry that I did that. I guess I'm still angry. This is tough. So I apologize that I did that. I literally take that back. I'm not perfect. I'm just human. I'm sorry that I attacked her looks. I didn't realize I was going to that level. You know? Yeah, and up next, I just feel like, you know, like if you own stocks in a company, you know, you can go to meetings and, you know, you get to have a say. YouTube gives you no say in this issue. They give you no say. Like, I mean, LFG. Oh no, I'm sorry. Up next, if Casey Neistat can't get a clear message from YouTube, or Philip DeFranco can't get a clear message from YouTube, who can? This company is doing it wrong. And my video and my message is just pointing out that they're doing it wrong, and it's worse than we could imagine. And they really need to do something about it. And again, I apologize. I didn't mean to attack the CEO of YouTube for her looks. I'm angry. That was wrong, and I apologize. I'm only human. What am I supposed to say? Yeah. YouTube does need accountability. Yeah, thank you, Hans, and I appreciate everything you're doing to try and help keep me on track here. Yeah, you know. Oh, no, I mean, I could easily say, well, you know what? I am angry. I think I'm justified in being angry. You know, maybe if I actually got, you know, if I had like a flip out rant, then that might go viral. Maybe for the wrong reasons, but sometimes any publicity is better than no publicity. So, yeah, we do have a right to be angry, Curry. Yeah, we do. You know. Yeah. Keemstar deserved it. He is. There's something wrong with that guy. Yeah. Thank you for deleting that, dude. You can bounce out with your Pepe frog. I'm not down with that. Keemstar deserved it. We had a civil discussion. I disagreed with what he said, but I wanted to talk to him some more. He seemed like an all right guy. Then in the comments, he completely did a 180, and all of a sudden, it was almost as if it was a different person talking, like as if it was like a troll account that looked like his. I actually had to double check. It was the same guy. He absolutely dunked on himself. He dunked on himself because I thought he cared about this issue. Like he said he did, but then he started trolling like a kid in the comments. That was really bad. I actually don't know what to say. That actually kind of like freaked me out when that happened. So you can say I went on a rant on him. Damn right I did. Are you kidding me? This is... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Paul L. What comments? If you go and replay the chat from about... I think the conversation I had with him was at 2:44, 2 hours and 44 minutes into my stream last night. It was after we had a chat for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then after that, he started acting like a kid. It was weird. It was so strange. I literally thought that it was not the same person. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever discovered. If that's what a prominent YouTuber is like, I'm very concerned for this quote unquote community. Yeah. I think I'm gonna. Another thing I do need more mods. But it's hard for me to, because I have to pick the right person. Well, I'm trying to be persistent. Yeah, I want something to be done about this. You know what? No, Tuna K, yeah, thank you. You're done. You're in. Yeah, I understand. People are busy. At 2:44 in my stream last night, thank you for pointing that out, Noah. Mega Drive, that's when I... Yeah. Yeah, up next. I'm aware of that. That's why I'm like super concerned about trying to pick people. I got the dude who's taken off, Jason Genova. I can't make you a mod, man. You're out. You're ridiculous. So what's going on? Can someone please tell me what's going on or DM me about Dr. Purple, because I thought he was a chill guy, and if someone's saying that he was banned, I literally don't know what. Trey Emmons, you're ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know if I can trust that guy who's saying that he's... Okay, but like, where is Dr. Purple? He was on my stream, then he disappeared, and then people keep saying he's been banned. So there must be like, what's going on? Like, it's so difficult for me to like communicate with... Let me look at my messages here. Yeah. So I have... Okay, but I don't know if you're the same person, my friend. And apparently mods can't ban, so that means that I'm the only one that can ban. Why would I have banned you? Unless I don't remember banning anybody. What news outlets have picked up the story? Well, we've got an article on Tube Filter. That's not like it's significant, but we have The Verge. That's great. We have CTV News here. Irish Sun. That's probably kind of more of a tabloid. Unfortunately, what's the definition of tabloid anyway? This is like making me think about how news works. Tabloid is a newspaper. Okay, smaller than a traditional paper and focused on sensational. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I live in Canada, Christo. Yeah, so, at this point in time, I'm on my stream right now, but I do want to contact local news. Damn, I was actually going to do that before I started streaming. I really want to get on my local news, and I just want people to be aware of this, man. Even if it's just families here and where I live, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know about that dose of awesome. I would argue that it's a dog whistle. So, yeah, you got to be careful with that. Live stream abuse. I don't know much about it, but it's essentially, I think what you're saying, Creep Killers, is like essentially, it's essentially what I'm talking about. It's basically where, these kids are going on live streams because that's a thing now, and then these same creeps get them to do things like yoga challenge, ice cream challenge, and the kids think it's innocent. It isn't innocent, and these guys are getting them to put themselves in sexually compromising, sexually implicit scenarios, and they're getting off to it. It's disgusting. I don't get it. It's gross. Children are mass attacked when they go live. That's where the content comes from. That's what we've been reporting on. Well, there you go. And again, that's why parents need to get their kids off of these live streaming platforms, which is why we need the news to cover this, which is why we need YouTube to at least start enforcing their guidelines better. And the only way to hit Google and hit YouTube is where it hurts, in their wallet. And I don't want to hurt YouTubers. I tried talking to YouTube. Remember, it took me a week to make this video because I'm using iMovie slow as hell. And I was contacting YouTube the entire time. The only thing they did was make links to child porn disappear. Good, obviously, duh, but that's not enough. Many of these channels were violating their guidelines, and we know that now because we can now pull up some of the videos that were in the video that I made, and they are gone. Because they were violating guidelines, yet they were still up on the platform, and many of them, even with their comments disabled, which means that they were being flagged by an algorithm as being brigaded by pedophiles, were still having McDonald's adverts on them, Disney adverts. YouTube did a whoopsie. Use OpenShot? No, I'm going to learn to use Final Cut Pro. It's just expensive. I can't afford it. Up next, exactly. Yeah, it needs to set up a way to verify a person's age. They do, and I know that's going to cost them tons of resources and millions of dollars, and they're not going to be able to enforce, but they need to enforce it better, even if it only means in principle, which is not objectively good enough, but we need them to do something. And more importantly, and the second reason we're doing this is that we need parents and families to be aware of the fact that this is happening, and to take the phone away from the kids, and to disable the data plan, and to disable the Wi-Fi, and to start monitoring, maybe put a net nanny on there, and see what the kids are doing, and see who they're talking to, and see who they're communicating with. We're talking about like 5 to 8 year old kids here. They shouldn't be on the cell phone in the first place, but we know that they are. So yes, I agree with you. LFP, that is really interesting. Can you give me more details about that? Can you give me a news article or some kind of information? Because I would love to talk about that. That is a great idea. That is brilliant. LFP, can you please respond to that? Yeah, well, I also use a Mac for music production, so I'm stuck on Apple. Why not use Final Cut, right? Yeah, Tuna K. Anybody that's like talking about, like I was getting comments about just like anything that is like blatant trolling. People just being on here because they're like bored, and they're just trying to stir up a ruckus. Anybody that is using any of these dog whistle, like, Kekistan shit. I don't want any of that crap on my on my thing. And anything that's like overly political, you can time them out for that. I'm not down with that. Also, every single one of my mods, like if there's a person who's a problem, I guess I'm the one that has to ban. Again, I know nothing about live streaming. Please just leave me a comment and I'll try and get rid of them. Yeah. Thank you, LFP. I'm going to take a look at that right now. Kids are smart, but still, parents need to be smarter. So, bells. Kids need to be smarter. I'm sorry, parents need to be smarter. Okay. Yeah, if I see someone who's like getting their shit hidden, I'm just gonna fucking... You're done on this channel. There you go. Okay, YouTube Hunter, what's that about? So once again, we're at 263, which is a lot less than what we had initially, but it's still very hard for me to... very hard for me to follow sometimes. So if you guys are like, you're talking directly to me, yeah, anybody who talks about racist stuff, if my mods, like, again, it's, I got to get more mods. But again, guys, I'm so new to this. This is just not working well, and I'm so sorry to the people that are working as my mods. They're working overtime. I apologize. I don't know what to do, this is so crazy. I've never done this before. 100%. See if we approach the situation in the way of verification. Yeah, absolutely. So let me pull out this article. Resident registration number. This is great. In the Republic of Korea, which is a very, very tech-centered society, a resident registration number is a 13-digit number issued to all residents of South Korea regardless of nationality, similar to a national identification number, which everybody in North America and Mexico and in European countries, we all have driver's licenses, or at least the parents do. It is used to identify people in various private transactions such as banking and employment. It is also used extensively for online identification purposes, but after 2013, cannot be used for identification. Yes, okay. And so then what you're saying, LFC, is this is used, it's used online. Many South Korean websites require users to submit a valid registration number to create an account. That is brilliant. There you go. Thank you so much, LFP. Anybody, some of the reporters I'm talking to, I'm going to mention that to them because I want them to bring that up. Thank you, LFP. You're my guy right now. Can I make you a mod? I know you're probably busy. You probably got your own shit to do, but maybe you could be a fucking mod. I don't know. That will obliterate the pedos. Well, it'll certainly put a dent in it. That's for sure. Yeah, some dude, you can do that. It's a matter of, I don't know if you're one of the guys I was talking to last night. I was talking to several people last night. Oh, wow, I got lots of requests. Okay, wow. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at my Twitter DMs right now. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm just looking at my Twitter DMs right now. Are you reading DMs? But again, I don't know, like, dude, who, I mean, it's so difficult. How do I know who to trust? After last night, I don't know how to trust people. There's a couple of people I was talking to last night in my DMs I could trust, and we did discuss them becoming mods, but how am I supposed to trust people? I feel like there are trolls that are just going to try and abuse that. Yeah, guys, Noah Mega Drive, I do have a Twitter. You can see it in the description of this video. Yeah, Noah Mega Drive, I do have a Twitter. It's, I have to open up a different, okay, here it is. Okay, that's my Twitter. You could probably just find me based on my hashtag. Hashtag YouTube Wake Up, right? So that's my Twitter. Let me put this back in Chrome here. Baby Killer, I don't know anything about that. I've heard of that guy, but I don't know who it is. That's all good, Noah. Yeah. Again, dude, the guy who's saying, can I DM you? I'm very busy right now, right? Like, I'm trying to keep up with all of this. Your best bet is to get everyone on your side, even big creators. That's my end goal up next. Really, I don't want to be antagonized or feel antagonized, or I don't want you to be antagonized or feel antagonized. I'm with you in your frustrations with how YouTube is so opaque with their policies and how they treat you guys like shit, and yet they're allowing this garbage to go on in the background. And now, thanks to LFP, it's obvious in Korea that they have solutions to these problems. Now, that this isn't just something that Google, this is more like governmental level. But if that's the conversation that we need to start having, then we need to start having that conversation. This is not cool what's happening with kids. I was talking with a guy who works in an advertising agency, and that was the conversation I had with him. Incredibly intelligent guy, and I'm very humble in the fact that I was able to speak to him, and I want to speak to him some more because he's able to give me insights that I'm just completely clueless on. And that was essentially, he called it media literacy. There needs to be more media literacy about what the consequences are of being on these platforms and what the dangers are. So yes, up next, I agree with you. Yeah. Okay. See you later, LMAO. Thank you for being a mod, and thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Hans, for being mods. Create a new video going deep into YouTube, needing to create a verification process. People would back you up on that. Yeah. Okay. I'm quite busy right now, but I will do that. Yep. Yep. It does need to be in your face, Ryan, and I'm trying to sort of bring it up to people's faces with what I'm doing right now. Followed my Twitter. That's cool, man. Yeah. No, it is, Hans. It's exactly what's needed. Times are changing, but they're changing faster than we can adapt and that families can adapt. We need to talk about this stuff. This is serious, and it's bigger than losing your monetization. If you lose your monetization, I'm sorry. I'm not here to be your enemy. I'm just here to try and help people that and families that are completely unaware that this shit's going on. That's all I'm trying to do. So Chastanik9, yeah, and we're trying to find the solutions. The first solution is literally media literacy. People need to be aware that this is going on. And then the second thing is that obviously there are societies and countries that are coming up with solutions to this problem. Thanks to LFP, he pointed out that in South Korea they have a system. Now, obviously, this would be bigger than Google, but again, if this is the conversation that we need to have, that like on governmental levels, we need to start implementing policies to protect our kids, then we need to do that. And then that works in everybody's favor. Because then once we have those policies in place, then advertisers are more comfortable having their brands appear on YouTube content. And they might loosen up their regulations, which will help content creators. And then maybe if we could get YouTube to stop being so goddamn opaque and actually talk about what their policies are and actually help the people that are the real content creators on this platform, then we need to do that too. There are so many things that need to be worked on here. Okay, Creep Killer, because I'm busy, man. Like, I will, but I'm busy. Like, it's hard for me to be on this stream and then talking to people who are sending me requests and everything. Like okay, how do I... Okay. I see, now you've got me on Twitter, so I can't see what you guys are saying. I don't know how people do this whole social media shit. Like, it's so intense, man. My brain is going a million miles a minute. So I'm on Twitter right now responding to my DMs. Wow, that's weird. That's really weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got someone who's willing to be my mod. Whoever you are. YouTube handle. Because I obviously need mods. I didn't even know what a mod was till like 24 hours ago. This is like so crazy. Cool. I gotta check my emails real quick because I'm talking to a reporter. I got a person who wants to podcast with me. Damn, this is like a lot. It's really overwhelming, and I appreciate it. I want this to be talked about, and I'm really hoping that Philip DeFranco talks about this. If it's not today, then it's sometime this week, I'm hoping. So sorry, guys. I gotta try and keep up. Hans, I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, but I'm sure it's good. Guess what? I used that link, Artie. Literally used that link. It took me a week to make this video. YouTube didn't do anything. So I used that link. Yeah. I filmed myself doing a regular report, and then in the background I did a bigger report. So I used those links. Barrett, I hope that isn't the case, because I sort of feel like, again, I said this before, that YouTubers are being clouded by the fact that this is their way of making money, and they do care about the issue, but unfortunately, money has a funny way of working on people. When it comes to money, you'll start to justify some sad things. Yeah, and up next, I'm down with that. That was the conversation I was hoping to have with that he who shall not be named. That's what I tried to do, did I not? And did I try not to be calm and collected? And I think I was. And then the guy just turned out to be a troll. That was so sad, man. That was really frustrating. Noah, YouTube. Computer Curry, I was trying to post onto Joe Rogan, and people had already posted my video on his Reddit, and it's just not upvoted at all. I can actually pull up, if you want to pull up the link, guys. Joe Rogan's a big guy. If we can on platforms, and also just like physically, he's a big guy. And he's like an amazing jiu-jitsu practitioner, which I am very envious of at this point in time. If we can get Joe Rogan talking about this, so let me just pull up Joe Rogan. There was a post that somebody made about my video, but it just wasn't getting upvoted. If we could upvote this, it would be awesome if Joe Rogan talked about this, because he's a good guy. Like he's just doing his thing, and I see where he's coming from. How do I find the so somebody was like upvoting, but it was near the bottom, because it was only like 100 votes or something. Does anybody have a link to the Okay, baby killer, thank you. But I'm so busy right now, dude. Yeah, okay, let me find a Joe Rogan post about my video. Guys, there's a million things going on, and honestly, I'm starting to get like a little overwhelmed. So I just got to be cool and calm and collected. So I'm looking for the video of mine on Joe Rogan, and to find it, sexual exploitation. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Yeah, but I mean, Joe Rogan could take a minute or two. I love hearing about the fight season, because I'm a big UFC fan. I'm a big MMA fan, but he could certainly take a few minutes to talk about this. Is sending people to, I mean, I guess that could be considered brigading, but you know what? If it gets banned, so be it. It's worth it because it's for a good cause. It's not like I'm just some weirdo who's just trying to get some stupid video I made upvoted, which I am, but it's a good video, not a stupid video. Computer Curry, what are you linking to? Are you linking to the same thing? Fuck. Yeah, you are. Thank you. You guys are already upvoting it. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. There's so much good. I gotta use the toilet real quick. There's so much good on the internet. There's also so much bad as we witnessed last night. But I'm going to be right back. Thank you guys. If we could just upvote, I'm going to post the link one more time. I see you, some dude. I'm gonna hit you up. It's just that there's a million things going on. So I just posted the link. Computer Curry just posted the link. If we could upvote that. Let's try and get this upvoted on some different parts of Reddit so we can get more people talking about this. I'm going to be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Why is the closet open? Because the closet is always open. Because my cable for my internet is coming from another room, and you can't close the closet door. So, yeah, I'd like to turn that into like a makeshift vocal booth sometime, but I don't know if people could fit in there. But yeah, that'd be funny. Thank you, Mercury. I'm realizing I'm going to need to learn how to pace myself. Yeah, it's not easy. Let me just pull up my Twitter, so I can't see you guys in the comments right now. Just on my Twitter, guys. Yeah, so there's a guy contacting me in my DMs. I am very busy. But you're saying that you found some crazy shit. So, yeah. Okay, some dude. Okay, you know what? It's just I have to be very careful who I let be my mod. But I will give you a shot. I've never done this live streaming before. Now at least I understand what mods are for. Like people were saying you need mods. I'm like, to do what? What are we modding? I don't even get it. This is so crazy. This is fuck, man. Thanks though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give a few people a shot here, and then hopefully my other mods can kind of keep the new people in check and make sure they're doing the right stuff. Okay, so there's two people that contacted me on Twitter about being mods. I'm gonna give you two a shot because I have seen you a couple of times. I'm just gonna hope that you do a good job. Bub, I'm sorry I don't know you. I don't recognize you right now. So I'm looking for. So Noah, Noah Mega Drive, can you comment please? Computer Curry. Who else? Who else was talking to me? Yeah. If they are online during the stream, how many mods do I have? How do I see that? Okay, well, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm just gonna put one more, and we'll just see how that goes. The stream's pretty quiet right now, relatively speaking, I think. Yeah, thanks sorting myself out, Andrew. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Oh, okay, hold on there, Vestra. Let me just take a look, because again, I gotta see who you are, because okay, that's you. Thank you so much. Okay, you're in for real, because you're dope, Seren. Vestra, you're dope. Thank you so much for that conversation last night on Twitter too. I had no idea about that guy. I had no idea about. We have 6 mods. That's a lot. Okay, we're all good to go. We're all good to go. He's my friend. Thank you, Andrew. Mercury Black, where are you? Hello, Mercury. You're my. If you've been vouched for, that's good. Okay, now I got lots of mods. I'm all good to go. I feel like I'm playing like I literally feel like I'm playing League of Legends. I don't even know what that is. Looks like some fucking anime shit to me. How are we doing with this Joe Rogan post now? Okay, thank you. It's good. Everybody that's on this stream, if we could upvote, I'm going to give you guys the link on Joe Rogan. Because if he would talk about this, that'd be really important. I think he would care. Hey, man. Day, I think I heard something about that where YouTube was banning like blood sports, which I guess is like dogs fighting, right? Or animals fighting. That's disturbing. There's some disturbing shit going on this platform. Yeah. Claire, what happened with he who shall not be named? Basically, I didn't know who he was. I had a conversation with him. It's all, you can go watch my live stream, pull it up. I think it's at 2 hours and 44 minutes in. I feel like we had a civil discussion. Essentially, his sentiment was, I've talked to people like at YouTube. They're doing something about it. Like, please don't hurt our monetization. But it's not about me though. I'm rich. I'm rich, bro. I'm so rich. You don't know how rich I am. But like I'm thinking about smaller YouTubers. We ended our discussion. It seemed good, and then he completely did a 180 in the comment section in the chat, which you can follow in that video. And he started trolling, like literally like a kid. It was really, it was embarrassing for him. I don't know what to say. And then I was just pissed off because I felt like some of the people I were talking to, there were some cool YouTubers on there giving their perspective. But I do feel like that there's basically people are being clouded by the fact that they're going to lose their money. And I'm sorry that you're going to lose your money. I don't want you to lose your money. I love YouTube and I love YouTubers, and I will keep repeating this over and over like a crazy person because I have to. But it's a necessary evil if that means that something is going to be done about this. That's all I have to say. YouTube's algorithm is on DMT. Yeah. Essentially, I actually gotta change my. I gotta change the title here to try and attract some more people. Hold on, I gotta make this. I'm not reading the chat right now, guys. Give me a sec. Fuck. Okay. LFP. Okay, see, you're a person who knows this platform. He's a notorious a-hole. Okay. Well, the thing is, he can do that, right? But the thing is, we did a chat and it was live. We did it live. The chat is still there. The conversation I had with him is there. I have the conversation recorded on my phone. He can spin it any way he wants. You know, I saw his fans. They're gonna try and spin it like I'm some weirdo. Go for it. Yeah, I have a comedy channel on YouTube. I made comedy videos. Like those videos are there. There's not like one of his fans was like, "We have you. We know you were talking about being a porn addict and that you made videos where you're walking around with a sex doll. We got you." You have nothing. Excuse me. That's all good, LFP. I don't care about his viewers. If that's, I don't know who he is or what he's about, but if someone with his kind of personality attracts a certain kind of personality to him to watch his content, those kind of people, they can just do whatever they want. I have nothing to say. You know? That impression enough? Okay, my comedy channel is called Totally Uncreative. Yeah. I mean, we can pull up, like, they're trying to spin it like as if I've got, like, skeletons in my closet. I made some comedy videos. Like, some of them, they're not really that great. Like, literally comedy videos. And they're obviously comedy. So, please, I'm begging you. Yeah.
Hi, Sissy.
You know, like, literally, like, the fucking comedy videos that I have. So, whatever, dude. I'd love to see him spin it that way and just goof themselves some more, but we'll see what happens. Thank you, Brian. I mean, I thought they were funny, but you know, comedy is comedy, my guy. Yeah. The Real Phoenix, that's awesome. And I'm also there. That's wicked. Yeah, I don't care. If they're doing that, let them do it. Right? It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to read comments, man. Okay, what comment do you want me to read, Dose of Awesome? Yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's finished. You know. Okay. Vestra, I see you. I'll try and keep an eye on that. I don't know how to find that person, but okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, Day. No, that is not off topic because that was apparently a problem earlier this week. YouTube got, so if I search up YouTube blood sports, they got in trouble. This has been a bad week for YouTube, I think. This has been a bad week for YouTube, or a bad, you know, past 7 days. So apparently something's going on with like blood sports. So Day, if you found something, I would suggest that you report it to YouTube, or you can give me some more details. Obviously, I'm on stream right now. I'm trying to focus on the child exploitation, but this is obviously another problem. And again, it's something that brands don't want to be associated with if they're being monetized. So Day, if you have, okay, I'm going to show your link, Day. If you have, all I can say, yeah, thanks. I just, links need to be, Day, if you think it's a serious concern, post it to the subreddit, #YouTubeWakeUp. You know, posting links on here because we are getting trolled. It's difficult to have links on here right now. So, okay, who is this mother guy? Yeah, we don't. Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, man. You know what? I haven't smoked weed for 8 years and I never will again. But I mean, my God, smoking weed would actually no. That would make me more paranoid and not be a good thing if I was doing that. No, it's okay, Day. I think it was already removed by one of my mods automatically. That's why I'm telling you that, because I know you're trying to do a good thing, but I think my mods, because I'm not giving them good direction because I don't know what I'm doing. So I think you're trying to do a good thing. Post it on #YouTubeWakeUp. Yeah, Vestra, please do not post links. It just makes things easier. I think that's what Vestra is trying to do here, because we don't. There's lots of you that are trying to do good, post good stuff, but. Normally, you shouldn't allow links to be posted. Thank you. Again, I've never streamed before. I don't know any of this. Yeah, what's up next? Yeah, no, I understand that they can't like get rid of it instantly. All I'm trying to do is just create the awareness now so that the changes can be applied in whatever time that YouTube needs to apply them. So I agree with your statement there. Up next, yeah, yeah, Hans. Yeah, there's links that are just being spoofed. If there is anything serious like that, you feel like I feel like Day has something that he's onto that's a good thing, then you can absolutely post that to hashtag YouTube Wake Up. That's our subreddit. Well, it's not really my subreddit. It's just a Reddit that someone created about what we're talking about here. So you can go there. I'll post the link to it in the description. But you can see it here, r/YouTube Wake Up. So that's dope. Yeah, Computer Curry, I mean, it's not about clicking on them. It's really about just like reporting them and making it known, because YouTube doesn't want this stuff on the platform. We don't want the stuff on the platform. Advertisers don't want the stuff on the platform. We want to improve YouTube so that, you know, advertisers are comfortable having their ads on YouTubers' pages, and then we can get YouTube to lighten up against real content creators and actually shut down the real scummy shit that you know that people post that cause advertisers to want to get off the platform. Yeah. Devoid, just so you know, like anytime that you swear, it's automatically blocked. And because I can't keep up with it, like there's not much I can do about it. Just don't swear, just don't use the F word, and then your comment will appear. I'm just making you aware of that. You're not being suppressed. It's just like literally that's something that's turned on. How can I report it without clicking on them? You can't, unfortunately. You have to click on them, I believe. Because all you can do without clicking on them is tell them that you don't want to watch that content, but that's not going to help you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rico. Yeah. VSSP. That's not my real name. This is not my real name. So yeah. But it might as well be. This is the internet. The internet's not real anyway, so you might as well think of that as my real name. Yeah, okay, thank you. Up next. I literally did not know that about the guy. Wow. I thought that he was legit, and I thought that we had a legit convo. And even still, even if he is a troll, this is beyond being a troll. Dude, I made videos where I trolled. Do you know what I mean? I made a video where I was making fun of like these weird eye contact videos on YouTube, and I went around town trolling. But I'm not trolling right now because this is a serious issue. So that guy just unfortunately needs to grow up. And if it's that severe of an issue for him, then perhaps I would advise him to maybe seek some medical assistance, seek some mental assistance. I've sought, therapy is great for people, you know, if that's what that guy needs, and that's what that guy needs. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, LFP, for informing that. Yeah, definitely. He got upset that you didn't take much of the call into consideration. Dude, I listened to his perspective. I tried to understand him. I even asked him, do I understand you? And he's like, yeah, I think you do. And what that guy really wanted was for me to basically take my video down, essentially. Right? Like, that's what he was saying. And he was saying it wasn't for him, it was for other YouTubers after, you know, like, flaunting that he's rich, which, dude, that means nothing to me. Like, please, man, grow up. And, you know, that he, and then I mentioned a YouTuber who's a good guy. He's a YouTuber who had to stop being a YouTuber. His name's Repsion, because YouTube wouldn't monetize his stuff. And he found a different career now. And, you know, Keemstar starts going, let me tell you something about, do you want to know what I know about that guy? And that was really weird. I didn't think about it in the moment, but that was odd. That was strange. So whatever. Yeah, let's bounce from talking about that crap. Day, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. You're good as well, man. I feel you. Yeah. Where did all the mods go? I don't know. Yeah. No, mods are here. Vestra's working very hard. Thank you, Vestra. Okay, there's some person that was timed out. I don't know what that person's into, but they're just gonna get fucked off. What is this guy saying? Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah. There you go, you're done. Is when it says hide somebody, is that the same as like ban hammering them here? Can somebody tell me that? Is hide banning somebody? What the hell? No, I hid the person. Stupid thing, man. No, go away. Fuck, why is YouTube so stupid? Fucking hell. Why do they make this so hard? Yes, okay, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Got their message deleted. I don't know. Again, like if you know, Computer Curry, if you're posting links, we're not having links posted. I guess that's not something that you do when you're doing Twitter or whatever the fuck. I'm on Twitter right now, guys. Computer Curry, let me consider. I've got lots of mods right now. I think I have enough. Can my mods let me know, like, are you being overwhelmed? Do I need more of you or what? Do I need more mods? Okay, this motherfucker's getting ban hammered. Fuck out of here with this shit. You're done. You're done in this town. We are good. Okay, great. Cool. Sorry, Computer Curry. I'm good for now. Yeah. What is the next move here? The next move here is, getting the news talking about this so that we can get parents informed that this is happening. We need more media literacy. We need more parents to understand that their kids can be exploited via live streaming, via Periscope, via YouTube uploads, and that creeps are collecting these videos. They're making it easy for each other to find on YouTube itself. You can get into this wormhole from 1 or 2 clicks. You can still get onto the wormhole from 1 or 2 clicks. I checked this morning. I can see YouTube is working because it is being cleaned up. I can see things are changing, but we need to get this on the news. We need to get people talking about this so that families can keep an eye on their kids, turn off the data, turn off the Wi-Fi, get the net nanny, so that we can reduce the amount of this content that's available and reduce creeps exploiting kids, because the kids can't help themselves. And if in the process that means that brands are pausing their ads on YouTube because their content has appeared on these videos, I don't want that to happen. I like big YouTubers. I don't want to see YouTubers get screwed the way that they've been getting screwed for the past 2 years, where YouTube doesn't talk to them even though they're the reason that YouTube is here to begin with. I just need this is bigger than that, and something needs to be done. And maybe in the process of getting this done, we can reach a point where advertisers are more comfortable with having their adverts on YouTube as a platform, and we can have content creators having their content monetized because they are producing good work and they're not exploiting or abusing or making and using creating inappropriate content. So all in all, as much as this is painful, it's painful for a good cause, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Noah. Yeah. Thank you. If anybody, if you want to know what's been happening, you can go and check it out on my stream last night at 2 hours and 44 minutes. You'll see chat still there. Yeah. Yeah. People can curse. What do you mean on videos? Yeah, they can to a certain degree, but YouTube does have a clause that says if you like, it's a certain kind of swearing, right? So, yeah. Matt, you got recommended by the German YouTuber Corrupted. Can you watch him? Corrupted. Wow, there you go. I mean, and it looks so dark, right? But cool.
Hi, my name is Kong, and I have helped many photographers.
Okay, so what, he took my video. Okay, cool. Right on. Well, thanks, man. Wow, you've got a platform, so yeah. Can somebody does anybody here speak German? Can you write for me in German, thank you, and I appreciate your work? so that I can post that in German so he can understand me? Yeah, can you translate that for me? Yeah. Actually, the guys who are German, can you translate this for me? Okay, thank you. But can you no, see I'm gonna translate it after you guys are translating it to make sure that you're not making me write some. Thank you. Awesome. Can you translate this too? I'm gonna write it in the because this is cool. This makes me feel like I'm like a badass in a movie if I say this. So the guys who speak German, can you translate that for me, please? That'd be awesome. Got so much coffee, man. That's what I need right now. Okay, thanks, WO. Yeah. Translate the video description in Dutch, Matt. Could you do that for me, please? Yeah, but the thing is, if I use Google Translate, it's like when someone translates, like, English to Chinese, it doesn't work properly, you know, because, like, syntax and context and stuff. Too trusting. No. I'm going to make sure that when I'm going to translate it back, but I'm going to make sure, like, I'm not that you're getting me to post, like, you know, fuck you to this guy. So hold on. What? I don't want to translate it to Portuguese. What the fuck? Okay, well that looks good enough to me. I'm the wake up here. Whatever, it's good enough. Copy. Oh, I already copied it, dude. I'm so illiterate with computers, man. Damn, I feel awesome. That's like power. All right. Cool. Right on. That's the wrong translation? Oh, for fuck's sake. You guys, man. Hans is better? Okay, well then, where's Hans's? Logicocian, my comedy channel, yeah, it's still online. I didn't remove it, but that channel also isn't monetized, so that was, you know, not a part of my protest. Remove comments on kids' videos, verification. Yeah, dude, I think yes and yes. Like, LFP pointed out to me, and I'm going to point this out to the news outlets that I try and speak to. In Korea, South Korea, they have this look. Check this out up next. In South Korea, they have this, like, obviously this is at a government level, right? But, I mean, they have a system where they, and South Korea is such a tech-centered culture and a country. They have a system. Maybe it works better. Maybe we need to get our governments to implement this stuff. Our government is so behind the times. Or our governments are so behind the times. But we need to do something about this because kids are being abused. And when kids get abused, then advertisers leave YouTube. When advertisers leave YouTube, content creators get screwed. Which is also, you know, mostly YouTube's fault because they don't talk to their content creators. But, you know, that's, yeah. Well, thank you, Skelath. I agree. Dude, LFP, I think so, man. I agree with you. I think, anyway. I haven't had enough time to think about it, but it looks like it to me, yeah. It's all good, man. Even if, yo, what's up, Norris? Instead of an ad, YouTube could show an educational video instead of an ad when responsible use of YouTube and social media is addressed. At the very least, Hans, they could do more than just make a single solitary Twitter post and really have the head of their company, who is Susan Wojcicki, however the hell you say her name, make a comment about this whole problem. And maybe, yeah, YouTube needs to promote media literacy. Like, instead of just, YouTube rewinds or whatever, put the money into it and put the resources into it. That would be great. Yeah, so that's what I think. Best way to make this whole situation work is talk about the issue, then talk about a solid solution. Otherwise, the process will be slower. Yeah, and I think we are refining that down. Every hour that I'm on this stream and people are showing me, thanks to LFP, I now see that in South Korea they have a system. So let's talk about that. And like I said, the system is obviously governmental. It's above YouTube. But if we can start some discourse and some talk about this, by getting the news to report on this, by getting YouTubers to talk about this, then it's gonna be good for everybody. There might be growing pains, but we need to grow. Kids need to be protected from this crap, and content creators need to have advertisements on their videos so that they can make money from doing what they're good at and what they love. And then not have YouTube screw them over because YouTube is frantically fluttering around trying to please advertisers when they're letting something like a softcore dark web go unnoticed on their own platform when it is available via 2 clicks, and it's being monetized. And it's being monetized by brands like Disney. What an embarrassment. Who would dislike this? I think there's trolls, man. Yeah. Kyla, I'm not so sure about that. Algorithms might not fix it completely, but I do believe algorithms and people working full-time for YouTube, that they need to hire more people that are looking into this child exploitation, can at least make a dent into it. Yeah, YouTube did a big oopsie. This is basically what's up right here. So how would the South Korea system work entirely for YouTube's platform? I'm not sure. But at the very least, it could help them enforce their minimum age guidelines. And at the very least, in the process of informing those minimum age requirements, it could get parents aware of the fact that their kids might be on YouTube and what they're doing on YouTube beyond just watching videos. I think it's in the right direction. So apparently another German YouTuber. Cool. Apparently the Germans care a lot about this. That's good. What's good, Corrupted? Who is Corrupted? You could be like the archiver of this stuff, Noah. I mean, maybe. I never thought I would take on this kind of like a role. Yeah, some dude. So, yeah, this is something that I keep seeing. I'm going to have to look into. So, somebody, Pokemon Go CP. So, can someone explain to me what is Pokemon Go CP? Because someone was saying that that's like a function. And then YouTube flagged that as child porn and someone had their channel removed. Is that what happened? And that was this week? Okay, Pokemon credits. Okay. Combat power. Okay. Yeah. And then that was removed from YouTube, and that was this week, right? Corrupted. Thank you. I'm just gonna look at your channel here because I don't know who you are. But thank you for being here. Thank you. Oh, okay, you're the German guy. Okay, right. Cool. Thank you very much, man. I left a comment on your... Somebody translated it for me into German, and apparently maybe they didn't do the best job translating it, but thank you for making the video, my friend. I appreciate you. We were just trying to get this issue talked about, because it's going to be... It's not whether it's in Germany or whether it's in Europe, whether it's in Russia, whether it's in the Middle East. Like, this is universal. This is happening everywhere, right? So I really appreciate you for making... Okay, a cartoon YouTuber also got banned for playing Club Penguin because that's CP. So what you guys are saying is that YouTube was banning the term CP. Okay, so isn't that brilliant? So YouTube is actively, like, trying to get rid of this shit. Yet, again, what did Susan say? We need to get our priorities straight. Well, you're not You've got your priorities in the wrong place. I just showed you on Sunday night, YouTube, where your problem is, and yet you're banning people playing Pokemon Go because you're like, your genius is like, oh, CP, maybe that means child porn. No. Why don't you go and look at my video and see where these videos really are, and see where the guys are trading social media contacts. How the fuck did I find this? And I did it accidentally, and yeah, YouTube is a $1 billion company, and they didn't find it. Somebody was sleeping at the wheel. Okay, Pokemon Go, CP, YouTube. I gotta see what this is about. YouTube banned several Pokemon Go channels over mistaken. I mean, are you serious, guys? How bad of a week is it for YouTube right now? Okay, yeah. No, it's okay. I'm chill. But how bad of a week is it for YouTube right now? So they're banning Pokemon Go videos, and yet on Sunday I post about where the real pedophilia is occurring. I found it accidentally, and it's been on YouTube and known about for 2 years. It's been known about for 2 years, and YouTube couldn't find it themselves. I mean, how badly did they mess up, and how bad is this week for YouTube? Okay, yeah, LFP, it's a code, CP, but I mean, you have to admit, like, CP is like pretty, it's not exactly the most intelligent way of like hiding your intentions. Like, these guys are doing it in other ways. They're using emojis. Like, we saw that in my video, right? Like, you want to know how these guys are really hiding this stuff? Let's go take a look. Let me pop open a private window, and I'll show you guys how they're really hiding it. It's not CP. Yeah, that might be, but CP is pretty obvious. What they're doing is, let's just take a look, actually. Let's see. You can see that YouTube is changing. They're doing something right now behind the scenes. They're changing it up.
It's the more reward.
Oh, my God. I just want to show you real quick. Like, you can see, like, a lot of these videos incorporate emojis and shit into them. Actually, let's see how hard it is to get into the dark web right now. They're definitely improving, which is awesome. They're making it hard. You can see right now, like, a lot of bikini haul is kind of, like, disabled right now. Like, they're obviously doing something about this at the moment. But it's still here. Because I did try this morning. So it's still, like, kind of a problem. But they are improving. Like, look, it's not as easy for me to find right now, which is good. That's awesome. I'm happy that they're doing something about it. That's great. Like, you can see it's getting a lot. Oh, but unfortunately, we're still here. So I just want to point out, when I find one of these videos with comments enabled, I'm not going to watch any of these videos, guys, because, of course, we've seen it all. It's gross. But once we're here, I want to show you how these guys are, like, covering up their stuff. This is good. You know what? Like, wow, they're really doing something now. Because it's starting to change. Like, I'm seeing that it's harder to get into it, which is awesome. They are trying to do something. But look, it's their use of emojis. So check this guy out. It's the way that they use emojis. So they'll use, like, eggplant, and they'll use the... there's timestamps. Right? So timestamping is a big one. Because, yes, timestamping does appear on other... I don't even know what the hell that is. That's a Google link. What is that Google link? I'm not clicking on it. But what is... I'm going to report it, actually, because I'm just going to assume what... I can't report it because it's a private window. I can't report this right now. But again, like, look, this was a live stream, right? And they're getting the girls to do stuff. Oh my God, that's so bad. God. But okay, this is what they do. Like, you can see they'll use hearts, they'll use emojis. Like, that they have to focus their algorithm on that. I'm gonna leave this video. That is a dark video, dude. And if somebody can report that video, please. I think there's child porn on that video. But you can see it, guys. We're here. So again, look at the emojis. The like, overuse of emojis. Like, you don't normally see emojis like that. And like look at the emojis. And I know, like, right now on the internet, if anybody can give me some insight, but on the internet, when people use emojis, like right now, people are using emojis to affect the way that their content is received via the social engine, search engine optimization. So I think that these guys are abusing that here. Am I onto something, or am I just totally like, am I just like all over the place? Do you know what I mean? Am I onto something here or what? Yeah. Well, we're trying to talk about how YouTube is obviously they're looking, because earlier this week they banned Pokemon Go accounts because they were using the term CP, which I guess would mean like child, you know what. But the thing is, what I'm seeing is I'm not seeing that kind of stuff. I'm not seeing CP in these links. Maybe that is a legitimate concern, but if that means that YouTube is trying to do something about this, was put up. This ban was put in place before my video went up. I don't see that on these videos. What I see is these guys are abusing emojis. Look at the emojis. See, look at the use of emojis. Like, you don't normally see this. Sorry, what is Crossing Waters saying? Okay, Mercury Black, I made you a mod because Andrew vouched for you, yeah. Okay, I don't know about that, Crossing Waters. I don't know about that, because it's like... Mods, please. Okay, yeah, exactly. That'd be cool. Thank you. Like, if you just watch these videos, like, I see more emoji use than I see on a... Like, if we just go to... Let's go to one of the top trending videos right now on YouTube. Fuck. I don't like Chrome because it doesn't... Each window doesn't have no... Like, let's look at this video that's big right now. Okay, I mean, yes, like, you'll see, like, a happy face emoji and stuff, but, like, you're not seeing strings of emojis like these guys. You know, these guys do strings of emojis, right? Strings of them, right? Oh, my God. I mean, there's a video of a baby there. I don't even want to... Oh, no. It's a little girl and a doll. Oh, my God. Advertising. Please don't... Oh, my God. There's timestamps. Look at this, guys. And it's TD. I just talked... Wow. That is an advertisement, guys. There we go. Live on stream. I'm not making this up. But back to the point. Look at strings of emojis, right? I think it's a kind of a code. You can see, like, it's not the same. Like, look at this video. Like, this is a popular video. Like, let's even get a bit more to the point. Like, let's go to, like, YouTube Kids, like, you know, where the kids are watching the cartoons and stuff. And let's see what's happening. Like, okay, wow. You do see a lot more. Yeah, but okay, here's the thing. Fun for family. I mean, is this like a real person, or is this like a guy who might be like up to some devious stuff? Dude. What am I into here? Like, this is an innocent video, but like, look. What is this guy about? I mean, maybe I'm just like really I don't know. So maybe emojis like this are associated with, I don't know, are associated with kids' videos, but I don't know, man. Yeah, that's Glow. That is the question I'm wondering. Are kids more likely to use emojis? Singers, this stuff is freely open on YouTube and available. This is content that's available. So I'm not going on like Facebook. This is open. This is available, you know? So, wow, there's my video. Hey, look, my video isn't being suppressed. There we go. There's my video. Okay, that's cool. I don't see many kids using them. I don't know. But at the very least, it could point YouTube in the right direction. CP is not the right direction. How many times do you see like the word CP here? I see nothing. I see like different kinds of stuff. I love you, you know, a lot of Spanish. How old are you? Which, I mean, you know, whatever. But, oh, look at this one. Look at this guy right at the bottom. Like, look at this. That's like a 12, 13-year-old, right? Wow. Yeah. So, again, advertisement. Like, look, guys. So remember, let's review here. YouTube has a policy to flag these videos and disable the comments. So this video has been detected by an algorithm as potentially being brigaded by creeps. There's still advertising on it. Why don't they disable the adverts? Why? Like, okay, but it's just but it's just a girl trying to make YouTube content. Tough. Like, it's in the middle of like some, like, kind of like a greasy wormhole. It's not cool, my guy. So maybe I'm in the wrong. Type some emojis as search words and see what pops. That's a good idea. Let me find a string. Wow, that was a really creepy thumbnail. Let me click on that. Because that looks like such a shitty thumbnail. No. So maybe I'm not onto anything. I don't know. What is this? I don't know. I guess the point that I want to make here is like, did this little girl's parents let her make this video or this live stream? Like, did they know that she was making it? And that's the question I'm asking. And what I'm saying is that we need to have parents being more aware and informed if their kids are getting online like this. That's all I'm saying. Up next, I see you had a comment here. Yeah, exactly. LFP. They get them to do handstand challenge. I pointed that out in my video. The girl's top basically shows her chest. It's gross. I get you, man, but it's hard to get rid of all of this. Regardless of what YouTube does, there will always be pedos. Yeah, I know. I feel you. I feel you. It just, like, up next, all I'm saying, and I just showed it here twice, is that if a video is getting flagged by YouTube's algorithm, let me pull it up. If a video is getting tagged by YouTube's algorithm, right, which I'm going to pull up right here, they acknowledged 2 years ago that they have an algorithm that blocks inappropriate comments on videos featuring minors, right? Starting this week, we begin taking an even more aggressive stance by turning off all comments on videos on minors where we see these kinds of comments. They have an algorithm that detects when pedophiles are starting to do some shady stuff on these videos. So, you know, if one makes the argument that it's just a channel with a little girl and she's just posting content and that it's all innocuous, okay, but once a video has been flagged as potentially being brigaded by pedophiles, the monetization should be off of that video. Just in the same way, like a regular YouTuber, they put up a video, and in the video they use a word or there's something that they talk about in the video, and they get demonetized by an algorithm. There should be the same algorithm stopping the monetization. It's really hypocritical on YouTube's part for them to have algorithms that will detect when people are talking about depression, are talking about sex or whatever, but, you know, sex is in like adult sex, like normal human beings, and yet the algorithm that they have that detects when comments are, like it says here, inappropriate sexual or predatory comments are being detected. When that algorithm is working, why isn't the monetization being disabled? That's all I'm saying. It's very hypocritical on YouTube's part, and it looks bad, in my opinion, from a PR standpoint. That is the point that I'm making. I understand this is going to take a lot to... yeah, LFP, that's cool, man. Well, and Taylor, I want to point out, how can they monetize kids? YouTube minimum age guidelines. Or it's Google. Google minimum age. I keep pulling up these articles. I got to try and keep them open because I keep referencing. So this is Google's policy regarding accounts. Below the minimum age requirements to manage your own Google account, for younger children, parents can help create and manage a Google account with Family Link. When a child reaches the minimum age, they can manage their own account. So in order for ads to be monetized on an account, it needs to be, the person needs to be 18 years plus. And I think you have to give Google some information, like obviously bank information and stuff, right? But don't you think that YouTube should be putting a little bit more effort into determining that whatever video, wherever these videos are being watched, that it is like the actual, I don't know. You see the point that I'm making, right? I agree with 16 plus too. I think 13 is too young. But I mean, dude, let's be real. Like a lot of these videos, the girls are way younger than 13. Like way younger than 13. How old is this girl, guys? How old is this girl? Let's take a look. Oh, my God. Let me get her face. Where is her face? Like this girl, maybe she's 13. I don't know. Honestly, 13-year-olds, they look like a lot older than this girl. Like this girl's probably like 9, right? So like who's running this account? And you can see this account like where might there be some indicator that the parent is aware that these videos are being made? I mean, look at what is this creepy shit? This is like something from a fucking Silent Hill game. Did you see that thumbnail? I mean, I realize that it's just like the little girl posting this stuff, but like, man, in the context of where on YouTube this is showing up, it's kind of uncomfortable. And I get that these kids might just be doing it because it's just like, that's what kids being kids. Okay, that's where the media literacy comes in. That's where parents have to be aware that kids are making these videos. I don't think that this girl's parents are aware that she's making these videos. That's the problem that I have. I don't think the parents are aware. And that's fucked up because, then the bad people can get access to them. That sucks. That sucks, man. It's not cool. Like, there just needs to be awareness here, man. This is wrong. And I might be going overboard or whatever. There again, comments are disabled. So algorithms are detecting what guys are saying on these videos. And look at this. Maybe this is the original poster. Yeah, it is the original poster. But look at this. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Young girls like this shouldn't be allowed to make videos. It's unimaginable under key W. I don't know what that means. So, like, I'm looking through these videos. I see nothing about, like, CP. I don't see CP. But what I am seeing right now, which is good, is that YouTube is actually doing something. ATM. They're obviously trying to put some effort into, guys, YouTube is doing something currently, which is good. I'm glad. They're trying to fix this right now. They're messing with their algorithm, and I'm so happy that they're doing that. Thank you, YouTube. I wish you would be more transparent and acknowledge that. They are. They made a Twitter post, so I'm glad. But, yeah, wow. I actually, quite a few videos have disappeared now. That's awesome. That is great. I'm so happy about that, dude. I'm so happy about that they're doing something here. Comments are disabled on this video, but I don't know why that is. This looks like it's this looks like it's an older girl, so that's chill. But you can still, you still end up here, right? Like, you still end up here. So, but they are working on it, which I'm glad. I know it's going to take a lot longer than like 48 hours to fix. I'm very aware of that. But hey, maybe if someone at YouTube is watching, here we go, right? This is how I get here. This is how I find it. And you can see like a lot of people, like this woman, this person here is like pointing out that this person is a creep. And then like the guys are like, ha, you're just as guilty. Yes. I hate that. That makes me angry because in my eyes, that's like the flaunting of the fact that they're getting away with this. Better delete this all. Why? Why? This is available on YouTube right now, man. As we speak, we are live. This is live. I want YouTube to be going in the right direction. They're going in the right direction because I am seeing videos being shifted around. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. I know YouTube cares about this. I know brands care about this. I know YouTubers care about this, and I know that YouTubers are also care. They also care about their monetary remuneration that they're going to be receiving from YouTube, and I want them to be paid. I just want. We need to have this conversation. YouTube, we gotta wake you up at the wheel, and you gotta get back on track, so that this platform can continue to improve and that your content creators can get paid because advertisers are more comfortable being on this platform, right? That's what I'm doing right now. Look at this, right? Slow mode. I mean, so it's here, and a lot of these videos, look at this, 500,000 views, right? So there a lot of these videos, they appear at the top. It's because they're being, you could say, oh, there's little girls, like it's just kids watching this. Kids are just watching this for fun. I mean, really? Which one of these comments indicates it's a kid watching this? Look at this, Linda, which means beautiful. My sweet, new subscriber, but it's a guy named Gabriel. You had some, te amo. Thumbs up, that could be innocent, right? Let's see, Julio Castillo. No, usually these people, they don't have any playlists or anything. But a lot of these comments, like, nice video. Do you want to be a prostitute? Have some respect for yourself and cover it up. Cover up, whatever. Like, a lot of these comments, this isn't other kids watching this. Like, isn't that fairly obvious? And you might say, well, kids aren't commenting. Okay. Hi, how old are you now? But like if you go to kids' YouTube, kids do comment, right? They have the ability to do that, do they not? Like let's click Paw Patrol. Let's click this video, right? Comments are disabled for this video. Wow. Jesus, man. And that's, oh my God, this video again. I don't know. Some of these comments, maybe they're innocent, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. YouTube, okay, good. That's good it doesn't have comments. Oh, wow. Philip DeFranco finally posted? Really? Okay. Let's, I'm interested in hearing his perspective. How long is the video? 12 minutes. Let's go.
Hope you've had a fantastic Tuesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. The first thing we're going to talk about today is the story that just
There's my face.
Yesterday, wow. I personally found it to be a nothing story, but we had Malia Obama in the news. This because the Daily Mail dropped the bombshell that... And then finally, let's talk about the story it's extremely uncomfortable to talk about, to look into further, but I think it's important that we do. And what we're talking about today is this renewed focus on the child predators on the YouTube platform. And the main reason we're all talking about this today is that there was a video released yesterday by a user by the name of Matt's What It Is, and he highlights what he personally describes as softcore pedo porn. And before we dive into Matt's video and the situation at hand, I think it's important that we're all kind of on the same page. The videos range from things that are clearly child exploitation and meant to be viewed by pedophiles to videos where it looks like maybe the child shot the video themselves for like a silly vlog, or a gymnastics video, or maybe even something filmed by a parent for an innocent reason. However, these videos have one feature in common, which is the most disgusting and toxic comment section you will ever see. Yes. I don't even want to read the examples because they make me nauseous.
Thank you, Philip DeFranco, for pointing that out and using comments that you found on your own. Thank you.
If you're thinking right now, this sounds familiar, it feels like we've talked about this before, we have. We talked about the 7 Super Girls controversy, we talked about the Elsa Gate ElsaGate situation. And as you might remember, YouTube has been actively trying to combat this content as well as these comments. Following the ElsaGate situation, YouTube set up a system in November of that year to disable comments on those videos. And in fact, at that time, telling Vice they had turned off comments on 625,000 videos. And telling Vice over the past week, we removed ads from nearly 2 million videos and over 50,000 channels masquerading as family-friendly content. Which brings us to Matt Watson's video that has blown up now. It's raised a lot of awareness around a very serious issue on this site. I'll link to it down below, but kind of to give you the main takeaways from the video. First up, he says that he was able to find this content in as little as 5 clicks. And he would start with typing something that was relatively normal, and then within 5 links, he would be at one of these videos. 2, once you've seen one of these videos, you're essentially stuck in a wormhole. The suggested content is almost all of these kinds of videos. And 3, he pointed out that some of these videos are being monetized. And he tested all of this by setting a VPN to Canada. He did this because he wasn't sure how the algorithm acted in other countries, making a new account and clicking away. And looking at this video, it seemed like his biggest issue was that he felt YouTube wasn't doing enough to combat the problem. So, after watching Matt's video...
Dude, no, that's my... Yeah, that's not the greatest picture in the world, really, is it? That's okay. I took that photo of myself, so I can't complain.
And feeling nauseous and just disgust and hatred towards people that prey on children, I had the question of, is it actually as easy to find this content as Matt claimed? So we created a brand new YouTube account and jumped right into the rabbit hole. The first thing we searched following Matt's lead was bikini haul, and we immediately saw a bunch of videos of girls trying on bikinis, and the thumbnails of the 3rd and 4th videos down featured girls that just looked extremely young. And keep in mind, this is literally 0 clicks in. This is just one search. And in that first video, the team saw a 14-year-old try on a bunch of swimsuits. The video has 230,000 views, 6 ad breaks, and that channel has 1 million subscribers. Although the comment section in general seemed weirded out by the video. Top comment reading, "Girl, you need to put on some appropriate clothes, you're 12 or 14. Another comment saying she needs to have more respect for her body and age. Clicking and immediately seeing a 12-year-old flashing a bikini is not what I expected. I feel violated. Now, with 1 million subscribers, she is a relatively big YouTuber, so some people think that this is kind of a different situation. But once again, trying to replicate what Matt did, this is just the starting point. But from here, the suggested videos seem pretty normal to the team. Of those suggested, we chose this one. And from here, you can see the suggested videos in the sidebar now look a bit different and much creepier. The team
There it is.
on the suggested video 3rd from the top, in which we see a very young girl. When you look to the comment section, that is really where you start to see what Matt was talking about. First comment.
Thank you, Philip DeFranco, for reporting, for at least pointing at what you've pointed out thus far.
Is a time code that takes you to... I don't even feel appropriate showing any of these pictures. But I guess to kind of explain these people, they post time codes in the comment section that show these young children in compromising or suggesting positions. Along with those, there are plenty of other just creepy, disgusting comments. And already you're deep in the rabbit hole with a really troubling recommended section. But yeah, that's the general situation around that video and us looking into it.
Thank you for pointing out that the recommended section is like there's something wrong with it. As a prominent YouTuber who understands the platform better than I do and who has contacts within YouTube itself, I would imagine, thank you for pointing that out, Philip DeFranco.
Try and replicate it. Now, in response to that video blowing up, people have been demanding that YouTube take more action. With people tweeting at YouTube and their CEO, Susan Wojcicki, others saying that they're canceling their YouTube Premium subscription. We also saw a lot of brands getting dragged into this. People tweeting at Netflix, IKEA, to which IKEA actually responded, saying we're looking into this with YouTube to ensure these measures are working properly. We also saw Canada Goose and Fairlife issuing statements, essentially thanking people for bringing this to their attention and asserting that they are pausing their YouTube ads until this issue is resolved. But it brings up the question of, well, can YouTube actually fully sanitize the site in all ways? Right, in Matt's video, he demanded that YouTube police the comments even further and to fix the algorithm so that it doesn't push this content so much. And so that brings up the question of, is it actually possible for them to successfully do that? As you probably noticed, part of the content that we're talking about was uploaded for completely innocent reasons. And so that brings up the situation of, well, are we calling for the removal of videos that technically do not break any guidelines, but the video is brigaded by a bunch of disgusting monsters preying on children in the comment section? So in an effort to make the site better, are we calling for like anything that features a kid to be banned? Also, are we then kind of calling for videos to not be recommended based off of the content of their comment section? And once again, a lot of this would have to be related to the algorithm because there's just too much content being uploaded to YouTube at any given moment. Right, back in December, YouTube announced it was hiring 10,000 people to review content, but every minute, at least 300 hours of content is uploaded to YouTube. Right, so that means that every single hour, 18,000 hours of content is being added to the site. And understand, I'm not pointing this out because I'm like, YouTube doesn't need to do more, but I'm pointing it out to really highlight how hard of a problem YouTube has here. Because there appears to be this incredibly anti-YouTube narrative, like YouTube.
And I understand that YouTube has a huge problem. I might not have realized it at the moment that I made the video, but I've certainly been made aware by some of the informative discussions that I have had with other YouTubers, and I want to acknowledge what he is saying here.
YouTube doesn't care, which in my opinion is just downright insane. There was another story this week where a channel got shut down because it was mistakenly thought to be involving child porn. And so YouTube was seen as the bad guys there because they were overly active regarding this sort of content. And I think a comment...
And I just want to say that I don't think YouTube is the bad guy. I know that they want to do good. It's like they were sleeping at the wheel here. And it's like, really, YouTube? You're demonetizing people for making Pokemon Go videos and not having someone manually check to maybe see if that I know there's millions of Pokemon Go videos, but like, dude, okay, so I'm not anti-YouTube. I just want them to be going in the right direction.
From a YouTube spokesperson around that situation also feels connected to this other one. Regarding the account that was taken down mistakenly, they said, with a massive volume of videos on our site, sometimes we make the wrong call. And then adding, when it's brought to our attention that a video or channel has been removed mistakenly, we act quickly to reinstate it. I think that touches on the scale issue. Also, on the note of YouTube comments, a YouTube spokesperson around this most recent issue said, any content including comments that endangers minors is abhorrent, and we have clear policies prohibiting this on YouTube. We enforce these policies aggressively, reporting it to the relevant authorities, removing it from our platform, and terminating accounts. And adding, we continue to invest heavily in technology, teams, and partnerships with charities to tackle this issue. And according to The Verge, a statement from a YouTube spokesperson confirmed that several of the videos featured in Watson's video have since been removed. And so with all of that said, I think ultimately where I want to end this story, one, I imagine most all other people have a very, very big problem and are disgusted by some of the content that is on the site. And I mean that both with videos that are clearly child exploitation and meant for the consumption of child predators, as well as just the comment section of all of these predators helping one another out. Two, there is not a doubt in my mind that YouTube is actively trying to combat this problem. This narrative that YouTube doesn't care is stupid.
And I completely agree with Philip DeFranco. Like, I know that, like, YouTube obviously wants to do something about this. This affects everybody involved with this platform.
But not because I'm like, oh, a company can't have morals, but because it hurts their bottom line. Every time they fail and the situation blows up like this and journalists are given this softball to go at YouTube's throat again, they will do it, and then we see, like it's happening now, YouTube advertisers pulling back. And I mean, at times they're so overactive trying to combat this stuff. I mean, once again, you had a channel get shut down mistakenly. And also this video, for example, this video might not pop into a lot of people's recommended or their front pages because of what we're even talking about. Three, I agree with Nerd City, who gave a comment to The Verge saying that we just need to report. Right, YouTube can hire tens of thousands of people and still be completely understaffed to be able to deal with the issue, but there are millions of us. So I think it's in our best interest to help YouTube.
And I totally agree with that. And I want to talk about in a minute, maybe you guys can start compiling some info for me. Do you remember a couple of years ago, YouTube wanted to start something called YouTube Heroes? Can people start telling me what exactly that was?
Take out the trash here. And four, I do agree that YouTube does need to do a better job, and I also think that YouTube agrees with that, which is why they're continuing to throw bodies and money and trying to develop tech to better handle this. But with that said, that's a situation, some of my initial takeaways, and of course I pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts around all of this? And that's where I'm going to end today's show. And remember, if you like this video, you like diving into the news to get...
That's awesome. I didn't know how he was gonna. I thought he was maybe gonna take kind of sort of the same angle that a lot of YouTubers are taking, which is like, oh yeah, dude, we agree with what you're doing, but like you should go about this differently because you know our monetization. Phil didn't do that at all here. This guy's the real MVP right now. Like I thank you so much, Philip DeFranco, from the bottom of my heart for reporting this, for taking my video seriously. I humbly salute you, and I mean that with every ounce of my being. I thought that was, I agreed with everything that you said there. Thank you. I'd love to, I know you're a busy guy, I'd love to talk about this some more. If you have any other perspective, thank you for that. That's all I have to say. I'm going to write a comment. But do you guys remember what? He gets demonetized. Yeah, I'm sure he does. What was YouTube Heroes about? Can somebody tell me what YouTube Heroes was about? Well, exactly, but like, Taylor, like, what kind of videos were they flagging specifically? Wasn't it more like politically oriented videos, or like videos that were more softball? Like, what were they, and lead to false strike against videos and channel takedowns? Well, the thing is, why wasn't YouTube Heroes about, like, I would love to be a part of a process that helps YouTube find and, like, I would love to help flag these videos. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm literally hosting a live stream, taking the time out of my life, which, you know, that's fine. I want to do it to help point YouTube in the right direction. I've pointed YouTube in the right direction in this stream, in the video that I made, in the stream last night, in the stream before that. That's what I'm trying to do. So why not implement a YouTube Heroes for people that actually want to do something about this problem? Yeah, my brain is always going at a million miles a minute. I did just finish a coffee, and I'm quite excited by Philip DeFranco's post. I thought it was awesome. I'm going to just write a comment here. Oh, it's in a private window. That's dope. What did you guys think? Like, I thought that was really straight to the point. Like, his sentiment is completely different from that guy that I talked to last night. So this is a good dude right here. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Philip DeFranco. I humbly salute, bow, whatever. Thank you. I to have myself be on a video by a big YouTuber, that I appreciate that. But for such an important cause, I appreciated it ever so much more. Thank you, Philip DeFranco. Yeah, if you could tell PewDiePie, that would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, I agree with you. Yeah, that Daddy of Five stuff. We'll actually talk a little bit about that. Just heard from McDonald's. Julia, can you please give me some more details about that? And Julia, just be aware that links, I think my moderators are monitoring links. So if you want to post something, if you have some information regarding McDonald's, you can post that to r/YouTube Wake Up, which is the subreddit that we've created regarding this issue. And that's in the description of this video. Check your Twitter DMs. I will. Just give me a sec. I gotta write this dude a comment because I'm so humbled by his video, and I really appreciate it. I just thank you so much. So just give me a second, guys. I gotta write this out. Just typing a message on the Philip DeFranco video, so just thanking him for his reporting of that. No, I don't have a Discord server because I don't even know what Discord is, and social media is already stressing me out enough. I don't know what live streaming is. I don't know what Super Chat is. I don't know what Twitter is. I don't know what Skype is. I mean, damn. I get Reddit. I get YouTube to a degree, but man, this stuff is so complicated. I don't know how y'all aren't so stressed out from all of this stuff. Woof. Sorry, I'm just typing this comment out. PewDiePie is already aware of the situation. That'd be great. What kind of content did I make? I mean, I could explain that at another time. Frankly, this is more important than that, but I feel I see where you're coming from. I have a comedy channel that I still have up because it was totally uncreative. You can look at that. That's some of my old comedy videos that I made like a year ago. Why are YouTubers who talk about, you know, depression and panic attacks being demonetized? Demonetized. Demonetized. God, this word. Why is this word so hard to spell? Why are YouTubers who talk about depression and panic attacks being demonetized with no clear-cut answers given to them by YouTube? I believe even you had this issue yourself. While, you know, okay, no, this is going to be such a run-on, like, thing. Just give me a sec here, guys. I got to finish this comment. While they were sleeping at the wheel and letting this, I'm going to call this pseudo dark web. Oh my god, I cannot spell pseudo dark. Everyone's eyes. And I'm going to put that in like quotes. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh my god. It's an honor to be in your content. Okay, thank you for reporting this the way you did, Phil. I agree with everything you said. In my video, I was angry, and in retrospect, I would change some things about what I said. I would change some of the things I said. And in retrospect, I would change... I would word myself differently. I would change some of the things I said. I don't want YouTube to hurt because of this, and I especially don't want content creators to hurt. But I want there to be a discussion about how to make families and kids aware of this problem and for YouTube to be looking in the right direction. YouTube shouldn't be so hypocritical and guarded when it comes to people who make this platform what it is. Why are YouTubers, I guess I should capitalize YouTubers since it's technically a proper noun, who talk about depression and panic attacks being demonetized with no clear-cut answers given to them by YouTube? Wow, I guess that's like a run-on sentence there. Fuck, whatever. While YouTube, I guess, while YouTube was sleeping, at the wheel and letting this pseudo dark web exist in front of everyone's eyes. I humbly thank you for reporting this. It's an honor to be featured in your content. Yeah, pretty much sums it up. Okay, cool. Sorry guys, I'm back in the chat now. What's good? You became a mod yesterday. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yeah, Computer Curry. There's already, like, PewDiePie is already, like, it's obvious he knows about this. If we go to, like, r/PewDiePie. There was something being upvoted. It's probably, like, way at the bottom now, because I just imagine that's how it is. But there was one particular, yeah, it's like, you know, it's gone now. It's not being upvoted. What are you going to do, right? There's not much I can do about that. So, I mean, you can try upvoting it, but I don't even know where the post was that we made or that someone else made on my behalf. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, if you go to his, I guess if you go to his Twitter, he's, like he retweeted, yeah, this, right? YouTube versus, yeah, so this was sort of like what I'm talking about. It would be cool because he is the biggest YouTuber, and if he did talk about this, then that would finally mean that, well, I mean, we are getting some, you know, people are hearing this. It's just like, you know, I don't know, there needs to be more, yeah, like, I really appreciate Philip DeFranco, the way he talked about that. I agree with everything he said. I was angry in my video And it could come across the wrong way, but I was upset because I felt like I didn't know the video would actually get any traction. I never would have dreamed that like Philip DeFranco would talk about my video. So like I'm happy that this is being reported. That's all I care about. I just want people to talk about this. Like let's just get this. Wow, I got so many DMs, my guy. Man, a lot of people talking to me. Yeah, so someone's telling me that I should change my Twitter handle so that it's easier for it to be seen. How do I do that? Because like my Twitter handle is like this. It's like this like just blurb of numbers. Like some kind of... How do I change my Twitter like handle? Okay, click edit profile. I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna hide that in case like I don't want to show my passwords or anything. Where the fuck is edit? Okay, there we go. Okay, so edit profile and then what? No, but like look at this, guys. Like I think what this woman's trying to say to me is like, how do I change this? Can I change that? Or is she saying that I should change my name to like what my YouTube handle is, which is Matt's What It Is. Click the name. So is that what she's saying, that I should change my name? Go to settings. It's in settings. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me go into my settings here. Thank you. I'm so illiterate. You guys are awesome with helping me out with this. Where the fuck are the set? Okay, I remember. It's my avatar. Oh my god. Settings and privacy. Okay. And then thank you guys. So you know what? I'll change it to Matt's What It Is. Yeah, Matt's What It Is. Available. Perfect. Save change. Thanks a lot, guys. Oh man, I gotta enter the password. I hope this is the password. Because I don't have it. That's the thing. I'm running this on Chrome and it's not saving it to my keychain. Okay, that's good. Normally I just have a keychain. Because I'm, Okay, cool. Wicked. I did it. So guys, my Twitter handle is just like, well, it's my YouTube name, right? There we go. Matt is an old man. Yeah, you could say that. I'm 30, so, certainly on my way there. Thank you, Stando. It's not about me, though. It's about, none of this would have happened. All I did was make a video. Literally every single one of you, and, I want to really recognize my subscribers, that when I put a video up after literally, ditching them, essentially, for, a year, I put up one video, and because they obviously appreciate me, which I thank you so much for, they helped me upvote a Reddit post that has gotten the attention of, look at Philip DeFranco's report here. He was awesome. That's restored my faith a little bit. I had a very troubling night last night when I talked to this Keemstar guy. That guy is, that is not a good human being. So, this is all you guys. I want to thank every single one of you, and these streams are my way of thanking every single one of you. We're just trying to work together here to get some attention to this whole thing. Thank you all so much. Danny May, you can go to my stream from last night. It's a 5-hour stream. If you go at 2 hours and 44 minutes, I had a conversation with this guy. It was a civil discussion. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but it was a civil discussion, and then the guy started trolling in the comments, and he dunked on himself very hard. He absolutely embarrassed himself. It was so sad. The person who asked, you can go watch my stream. Someone is asking what's going on here. What did I do before? I was doing vlogs about my life. I was talking about my problems in my life with addiction and trying to overcome. I have a lot of social anxiety. I have social anxiety disorder, and for me, I wanted to try and improve my life and maybe document it because there are various reasons. It's complex, and I feel like right now I want to focus on the issue at hand. But I mean, certainly, okay. Honestly, that guy can bounce. So Vestra, he can fuck off. He's banned. Wherever he is, if you see him, ban his ass. Seriously, he's done. Like, he's done. Philip DeFranco is the real MVP. Drama alert. Yeah, he's done. Hey, buddy. Honestly, like, you know, you really dunked on yourself hard last night. You're done. How do I gotta get rid of him? Oh, he needs to comment for me to get rid of him. Yeah. He's hidden. He's done. Yeah. Toby, all you have to do is go watch my stream last night. I had a conversation with him. It was a civil discussion. Unfortunately, his perspective was, I agree with you. Ironically, he said we're virtue signaling. He was the one virtue signaling. He didn't care about the issue. He's just afraid of his own monetization being dropped. And he ended up dunking on himself in the comments afterwards when he started acting like a 9-year-old. So it's an unfortunate thing, man. It's an unfortunate thing, dude. That sucks when you make a mistake like that, you know. Yeah, Braden, we just watched the Philip DeFranco video, and it was awesome. So Philip DeFranco is the real MVP. I'm honored. I'm humbled to be featured in his content. I can't thank him enough. I agree with everything that he said. I appreciate his insight as a big YouTuber who does this as his full-time job. And he's real, because everything he said there, for him, you can tell he's not running. He's not scared. You know, he's not scared of losing his monetization. He wants something to be done about this. He wants people to understand that this isn't, you know, about being anti-YouTube. And that angle is going to be taken by a lot of people, and that, you know, even in my video myself, it might look like and in a way I was anti-YouTube in my video. I was angry because I didn't know that this was going to pick up and take and get some traction, because now it's gotten traction thanks to all of you. Now YouTube knows about this. They're doing something, and at the very least, we're going to get a conversation going in the media, in the news, on YouTube itself about how kids relate to, being able to use these platforms and upload and do live streams. And we don't want kids being exploited. And the only way to stop that is to make parents aware of what their kids are doing on these platforms. So that's what we're doing here, guys. Thanks to all of you. And thanks to Philip DeFranco. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this dude is like talking about, but like, your comment sucks, buddy. So you're out of here. Sorry, man. That's a stupid thing to say when we're talking about a topic like this. You can bounce out. Sorry, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. You know. Yeah, I think hopefully I've got good mods. I'm praying for them, like, to be good. They look like they're good. They seem like they're good people. I don't know any of these people, save for my friend Andrew, who had to go back to work, and one guy that he vouched for. I don't know anybody here. So everyone in the mods that's doing a good job, and I think you guys are. I want to thank every single one of you. I mean, I don't even know you, and you're helping me with this, because I am so computer illiterate. Last night, some guy gave me shit because he's like, dude, you're leaking your DMs. And I'm like, oh, crap, because I had it open on my screen and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm so illiterate with this stuff, man. Yeah, no, it is done, Noah. It's done. People can ask me what happened, and I will keep referring them to last night's video. That's fine. But, you know, at the end of the day, my final word on it is that this individual just clowned himself. He made himself look stupid. Embarrassing. And that's all I have to say. I don't think I need any more mods, One Bear. I think things are good. I think my mods are doing okay. I think they're okay. They can let me know. Yeah, for sure. No, I'm going to check that real quick. I got to use the toilet. I'm just going to bounce for a second, and then I'll come right back. I'll just check my Twitter right now, guys. Let me see what you're talking about. I mean, dude, if you want, we can talk about setting up this Discord thing. You know, I'm going to go to work, obviously, in about half an hour. And then when I come home, before I get back on to stream again, we can discuss that. And we can set that up. I don't particularly want to do it, but you guys keep recommending it, so that's okay. Who's crossing waters? What is the question that they have? So how are we going further now? Okay, what we're doing is the big goal. Like Philip DeFranco just talked about this. That's awesome. So YouTubers are talking about this. I want more YouTubers to talk about this. I want YouTubers that speak different languages. We had this really great guy. His name's Corrupted. He's a German YouTuber. He made a video about this. Vegan Gains made a video about this. People are talking about it. My main goal at this point in time is, number one, to get YouTube aware of what's happening and to point them in the right direction. I feel like we're doing that because I can see they're already making changes. I want to thank YouTube for that. And the next big thing is to get the news to talk about this. So crossing waters, what is our goal right now is to get big news outlets talking about this. That is my primary goal. And if you have any suggestions or tips as to how we can do that, that would be really awesome. We do have, it is being reported by some news outlets, but I'm thinking like my ultimate goal is to have like, an actual television news channel play just talking about this issue. That's what I care about. So that's the answer to your question. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, hashtag Uber. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Like, being a YouTuber is a real job. I'm not one of those people that does not think that that's not a real job. All I was saying last night was that if you are more concerned about your money than you are about kids being exploited, because the only way to get YouTube to listen to this problem is to talk to them, and even Philip DeFranco said it, the only way to get them to do something is to hit them where it hurts. I didn't want to do that. I was trying to report this stuff to them for a week. I used all the channels that they had available. They weren't doing anything. They were removing links to child porn. I mean, that's a start, but they weren't doing anything, so I had to take it to the next level. You know? Yeah, thank you, Corrupted, for making that video. I don't care what's going... Dovak, I literally don't care what's going on with that guy. He's done. He's finished in this town. He's done. I don't care. Literally. Every YouTuber like LFP is telling me that guy's a joke. I don't care. Like, he can bounce. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it's over. That he's finished. Yeah. Santa, children's safety over money. That's all I care about. And I understand that it doesn't mean that YouTube, this isn't going to change overnight. But if we can get traction for this and we can get the news talking about it, then we can create, what was it that the big media guy that I talked to earlier today, he called it media, what did he call it? Media education. And it's essentially like just, we're so behind like how fast the technology is evolving. But the kids are on these platforms. We need parents and families to be aware. And we need YouTube looking in the right direction. Because of what we're doing here, YouTube is looking in the right direction. And hopefully if we can get this stuff on the news, we can get more families to be aware of the problem. So I feel like we're doing the right thing. Do I live stream often? I've never live streamed in my life until now. I maybe live streamed once before when I had a crappy internet connection. Yeah, I literally don't care. That guy is, who cares, you know? Hans, I agree with that. You said that before. Totally agree. Yeah. How am I handling the stress? Honestly, it doesn't feel real to me. Let me tell you something. Because people are saying to me, dude, you got to see this guy. He's dragging you on Twitter. Dude, Twitter's not real. YouTube isn't real. None of this stuff is real to me. What's real to me is the kids. Like, that's real. That there are real kids that are, like, live streaming and their videos are ending up in the hands of the wrong people. That's real life. What some person's opinion who is obviously not the most mentally stable person, frankly, if I'm being totally honest, I can just disconnect now and never talk again about this, and my real life is fine. That guy, that individual, his life is online. Uh-oh. Right? Yeah. And there's like, so now we got a bunch of trolls in here saying I got exposed. For what? For what? For my comedy videos? Let's go look at my comedy videos, right? That's fine. I have a comedy channel. I made comedy videos. Go watch every single one of them. I literally have nothing to hide. Go right ahead, please. There's my channel. Go watch every one of the videos. Literally every one of these videos. Go watch every single one of these videos. I got nothing to hide. Let this guy keep dunking on himself hard, please. Fuck. So now what sucks is now we got trolls in this shit again. Yeah, now it looks like I'm gonna need more fucking trolls, you know? Or now I'm gonna need more mods because this shit's gonna go crazy with the trolling. Yeah. Fuck. What a loser that guy is, man. Here we go. Oh my god. Yeah. If this is how it's gonna be, I'm just gonna shut down the stream. Like, honestly, like this is ridiculous. Yeah, unbelievable. Is this really what the internet's about? Really? Everybody, go watch Philip DeFranco. Go watch whatever you want to watch and be little trolls. I couldn't care less. Because honestly, once this is all said and done, and the news is reported on this, I'm done. So all you little trolls, you think you're being funny, I literally don't care. You know? But what will, time for Ace, what will restarting the stream do? Do you know what I mean? Like, these guys will just come back, right? Yeah. So when you say put on slow mode, is that... Okay. Yeah, you know, I got to go to work anyway. I'm just going to shut down the stream, and I'll be back later. I want to thank Philip DeFranco for making the video that he made about this. That's awesome. I appreciate him talking about this. I appreciate the fact that what he said, I agree with everything that he talked about. So that's all I have to say for now. I'll be back on tonight. And again, like, our big goal right now, guys, is just to get the news talking about this issue, to keep making the awareness for it, so that families and kids can, you know, be aware of the fact that this is happening, that these guys are collecting this shit, and that also that, you know, there are people on YouTube who don't care, like this dude, this guy who's sending his fucking loser-ass fan base over here. I mean, and these people think that they're, you know, this dude is shook because he's scared, because he thinks he's going to lose advertisers. Again, what's more important is creating awareness for this, getting the news talking about it, and that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys later.